Okay. Teach me how to doggy. Okay. GG's. Okay. Irfan, hi bro. What's up? Welcome to my stream, sir. Okay, let me start the first battle, guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to my stream, bro. Why he is going from the back? Yay? What the heck is this play? No, what the heck is this behavior, bro? Oops. Oh my days. Okay. Hog misclick? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it could be. Okay. Okay, let's leave that. Okay, let me go battle again. Okay, nice skeleton army. Okay, he do have a skeleton army. Bowly, Wizard, Firecracker, Hog Rider. I never heard of this combination before. And Deshla too. Okay. Ooh, it's a true magic. Should I go rocket here? I'll get Hog Rider too. I know I'll definitely get Hog Rider too, man. I fucking know that. Okay. That's a really late bowler. I think he'll go Wizard. Oh, fucking Mega Knight. Wow. This is bad. This looks so bad, bro. Come on. Oh, Elite Barbs too. Wow. Bro, come on. What the heck is this behavior, man? Come on. Come on, bro. Ah, shit. What is coming? shit! Ah! False. That was my matchup. Easy matchup. I sold that. Oh my false. Okay, let me go princess. Ooh, mega minion. Oh, ha, ha. I think it's some kind of a spamming deck, like P.E.K.K.A. or something like that. P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant or Skeleton Giant or something like that. I'm not pretty sure, but hmm it is a spamming deck. Okay. Okay, I don't have to worry that much. Double Prince. Okay, nice. Double Prince is good. Let me go Princess here in a bridge. Let's figure out figure it out his other card too, but no. Okay, fine. Beautiful fireball. You have to respond that too. Oh my days. He do have three spells. Raise, jab, and what is that? Another fireball. Oh my god. And Mega Minion Prince, Dark Prince. What is that? He has a bomber, and I think he's still hiding one card. I'm not sure. He's still hiding one card. Oh, that connects. Oh, that is really good. No, 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 no. Oh, yeah, I know he's still hiding something. Come on, bro. Ooh! I barely survived. 65 HP. Wow, nice. What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? Welcome to my stream. Let me take 17,000 gold here. GG's Irfan sir. GG's brother. By the way, where are you from, Irfan sir? Let me know in a comment. Where are you from? Okay, nice. Is it going to be a minor cycle? He has delivery. He has knight. Barrel? No. Musketeer. I think I should rocket that and take the value. And I'll go. Oh, beautiful Tom. I'm from India. Oh, welcome to my stream, brother. Thank you so much for having me, man. One shot Valkyrie, I love you. I love you, Valkyrie. I love you. Bro, he is not going for. Ah, okay. Okay, let me go. That is here. I don't have to worry that much. Sha. Huggies is coming? What is coming? Oh my days. Poison is good. Okay, let me go dual and pressure. Let's see which side he will go. Okay, beautiful. That is fine though. I'm guessing it's a graveyard. Yeah, fucking graveyard, man. Seriously. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god. Fuck that. Shit. Hmm. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Okay, let's go again. Okay, let me go Goblin Gang first of all. Beautiful, bro. Ooh. Fuck you, bitch. I have to go Princess. If I go Barrel again, he'll definitely go Golden Knight. Oh, you do have fucking Ronin too. Wow. Bro, what the heck is this happening? Okay, I have to be more careful. I have to be more careful, bro. What the fuck is this? Valkyrie placement is nasty, bro. I'm I'm being so bad in placement today. Like this game. No. Cooked. I'm being cooked. Classer, hi. Welcome to my stream. Golden Knight need nerf. Yeah. You Clasher, thank you so much for your gift, brother. Hmm. Okay, let me go here. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for another gift, man. Oh, wow. 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 Kill the Datis first. Oh no. Datis, what the heck are you doing? That is really nice ability, bro. Okay. Hello, Clasher, sir. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my stream. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll just wait for his cannon vanish, and after that I'll go for dual and pressure with my wall breaker and battle. Let me wait. Let me wait. Let me wait. Okay, let's try. Let's go. Anyway. Oh, barrel is dropping. Then I'm going Valkyrie here. Okay, I'll just go wall breaker opposite lane. I'll just leave that I know that's in a range of rocket, so I don't have to worry. Princess, yep, beautiful catch. I know I'll catch that for sure. Oh, that is also died. Wow, seriously. I'll just go princess here, and the barrel is coming here. I know that, bro. Which is really bad one. And that was really bad barrel. I think I have to go for dual and pressures too. Okay, GG's. Good game. Muffin. Oh, 4 star. Oh, two legendary card. That's fine. Sometimes I get goblins or something like that in 5 star chase. This is in that case. This is really good, bro. Yo, Inikrik Rodriguez, welcome to my stream, brother. What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? Make sure to like the stream. first of all, and do some subscribe too if you are new here, guys. Come on, and do something, guys. Do something. Something is better than nothing. So, like. Hi. Okay. That is kill that mini P.E.K.K.A first of all. Kill that mini P.E.K.K.A. Come on, you can do it, bro. I know I lost the tower. This is bad. I have a bad feeling for this. I know this is spamming dig is nasty for me. Bro. Seriously, bro? I think he do have skeleton army. Bro. Wow. What's that, bro? Come on, man. Zico. Zico. Mother, father, son, bro. Hamza Yazin. Okay, first of all, I'll just go here. Let me go here. Oh. Okay. Nice. Beautiful minions. And I'll go princess here. Princess, what are you doing? Mortar. Oh my days. Why the hell that mortar connected to my daddy's first, bro? Seriously? So I go rocket, pre-rocket here. Oh. thought I'm gonna get that damage. Oh my days. Hey, vaga, vaga. Who gonna kill these things, bro? Oh, I love you, bro. Sometimes I love you. Come on, bring your mortar. I know he'll definitely go mortar there. Nice. Okay, nice goal. Nice. Epic one. तू मंजिल है और तू ही. Okay, let's go battle. Beautiful Valk. I think he will go battle or he will go. Oh, beautiful case here. Nice case. Is it a recruit stake or what? I'm thinking it's a recruit stake for sure. 101%. Valkyrie. Let me go high cannon for that. Piggies is coming now. Okay. Let's go. Let's ruin his cycle. Okay, minions too. Oh my days. This is. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting that graveyard, by the way. And bro, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? No, I gotta go die. Okay. What happens if he goes? Nothing will happen. Bowling, bowling. Mother, father, son. You stupid asshole. Hmm. GG, Irfan sir. Are you still in my chat? Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that, bro. Okay, let's go get the gangs. Okay, beautiful. Okay, that one shot is fine. I have to go cannon here. I'm guessing it's the same day before like a giant witch or something like that. It's a giant graveyard with witch. Oh no, it's not like that. Okay. Now I have to play a little bit slow. Oh fucking idiot. It's a golem puss. Oh my days. Ah.
Nishantana.
Ooh. हेलो सर नमस्ते हजुर म घरै छु सर के अरे म भोलि आउन नभ्याउने भए जस्तो छ नि सर के कहाँ आउने पर्सि कहाँ म भोलि हस्पिटल जानुपर्ने भयो कि त्यही भएर म पर्सि नि फिक्स छैन म हस्पिटल कति दिन बस्नुपर्छ थाहै छैन सर है त सर नरिसाउनु ल ए ल हस् सर हस् one more, one more. Valkyrie, come on, don't do like this. Bro. It's been a long day without you, my friend. Okay, I think Sierra Leone is running right now, right? Yeah, that was too tough. But I can go for offensive, but I didn't win for offensive. Why? But I don't know. Shoot, man, I should go for offensive, man. Right, somewhere, somehow. Okay, okay, okay. Live in 40 minutes. Okay. July monthly finals. Yeah, I've seen this. I saw the notification that Sierra something monthly finals is running. Hello, Kavita ji. Welcome to my stream. Today is day 2. Okay, let's predict. Okay, let's predict here, right? How much I can predict now. Okay, let's go with full screen here. Lower bracket, who is this? Batan or Polaris? Guys, who is based in between these two? I don't know exactly, but Let's go with the Polaris Batan. I never heard of this Batan. Polaris, I heard this guy. Let's go. Adriel and Victor 75. I'll go with Adriel. George or SK Morton? Let's go with SK Morton. Mugi. Oh my days. Carl Sub. Sub is man. Whom do I go? Mugi. I think I should go with Mugi. Oh, you wanna go with Mugi? Okay. Adriel and Polaris. Maybe Adriel. Mugi versus Exmoten Mugi. Sandbox versus Muhammad Light. Oh my god. Muhammad Light for sure. Clown and Asaf. Clown. Asaf. Clown. Asaf. Clown. Sandbox and Movie. I'll go with Sandbox. But Mugi is based. Sandbox, Adriel, Sandbox, Muhammad Light, Clown, Sandbox, Muhammad Light, Muhammad Light, Sandbox and Muhammad Light. Okay, this is my prediction. Okay, let's submit. Okay. Let's back in Clash Royale. Hmm. Choo-doo-doo-doo. Choo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, what am I getting? Suspicious boost, supercell support, rocket to. Okay, good. Okay, let's play some clan war here. Epic Sunday, what should I request today? Let's request Witchy, darling. Okay, first of all, let's go with Miner. Let's remove this and Dark Prince. Where is Dark mother, father, son? Bye. Why bye? Why bye? Mhm. 5 star. What the heck is this Tesla, bro? Come on, man. Give me something good, bro. What the hell is that? हजुर बिजी छैन भन्नु न के गर्नु पर्यो
यो गेमको आइडी बनाइदिनु न मलाई
के गेमको
त्यहाँ अहिले यो नयाँ चाहिँ यो रेशम चौधरीको उसी के भन्छ है
fishing, right? के कस्तो के हुँदैन नि
माछा के हो त्यो के भन्छ त्यसलाई हो कि होइन त्यो हो नि
यो त बेटिङ जस्तो हो क्या
त्यस्तै हुन्छ
किन त बेटिङ गर्न लाउनु किन त बेटिङ गर्न लाउनु मोबाइल नम्बरबाट साँच्ची गर्न त लाउनु भयो साँच्ची गरिदिने
यो उसो होइन यो
के भएर
जस्तै यो एकाउन्टमा आउँछ है यिनीहरू खेलेर गेम पैसा हाल्दै खेल्ने अनि जित्यो भने आफ्नो उसमै उस हुन्छ
हो क्या हो मलाई थाहा छैन एक्ज्याक्टली त यो त मलाई त त्यस्तो थाहा छैन यस्तो जस्तो पाए त्यस्तोमा रजिस्टर गर्नुहुन्न के राम्रो यो त बुझ्नु न यसको बारेमा अनि पछि बल्ल म हेरिदिउँला अहिले यत्तिकै रजिस्टर गर्न भन्ने है यत्तिकै जे पाए त्यसमा रजिस्टर गर्नु हुँदैन कि नम्बर समर कोड सुट जान्छ सात 7:11 भयो सोधेर बुझेर गर्नु न okay guys, let's play here in war. Crusty crab. Let's go with minor skellies here. This is really good value. I'll just leave that. Beautiful golden knight, and I'll go Tesla up. Okay, beautiful log. What the fudge is that? There is mother father son connected to the tower. 3 shots from that shitty things. Okay. Not okay, it's okay. Recruits. One of my hardest deck ever. Okay. Until and unless this is fine. Bro, this is really hard. No. That mother father son got some money connection. False! No! Ah. Okay. परदेसी परदेसी जाना नहीं मुझे छोड़ के हाय मुझे छोड़ के परदेसी मेरे यारा बात नहीं जाना तुम याद रखना कहीं भूल न जाना परदेसी परदेसी जाना नहीं मुझे छोड़ के है मुझे छोड़ के give me one bang boom oh shit oh shit I thought I'm gonna get that दिजो फ्रिजमा यसो चिसो पानी हालेर चिसो पानी हालेपछि त हालेछु ल्याइसी त भनेको बुम साकलाका ओहो माथि राख यहाँ हैन बौलाई तल राख okay सपने दिखाए अब तो मेरा दिल जागे न सोता है क्या करूँ हाय कुछ कुछ होता है Okay, let me go with Golem. Go Golem. Go Golem. Okay, Lumberjack. Oh, it responds. Okay, he went for a little bit more elixirs than me, so. Oh, Bipin Bisonसँग गएको छ स्याङ्जा त्यो छेक्यो मलाई उस त्यहाँ तिम्रै सुपुत्रको Okay, I'm back with double. What is that? Zero, so. Oh, he's dead. Fucking dead. Come on, man. Stop this, bro. Come on. Darker to Nambori. The giant graveyard. Okay, first of all, I'll play with the bowler here. Oh no! Siri. I think he'll use the ability and he will reflect all of that. No, no, that's not gonna work, bro. Okay. Dijo. Oh, Arzi. Oi, Babu. Oi, Futse. मैले हो बोलाएको. Okay. दिजो यता आइस त. Battle and Wallies. He missed, which is good for me. ढोका थन्दैछ न. Oh. Hmm. Three. I know he'll definitely use log. I think he'll go Mega Knight from the back or he'll go Mega Knight in the breeze. I'm guessing he'll go Mega Knight on the breeze. By the way. So I'll just go Cannon here in the middle. I think he'll go MK back. No? Then I'll go here. So you'll say, Oh. Woohoo! That's really bad. Ah, stupid. You Mega Knight gay user. You wanna BM me, bro? Seriously? Does yearly starts? Sorry, monthly finance starts? Oh, it's still 12 minutes remaining.
मेरो झोला खोइ
उता
त्यो फोटो सक्छ यो त्यता छ मेकअप लगाउनु क्या
Oh, 0 damage on the tower. Bang, bang.
1 लाख हरायो नि मेरो यहाँ
Huh?
हरायो 1 लाख डिपोजिट गर्नु पर्यो भनेको त पैसा त छैन
One more. One more. He'll go arrows or knight to block that. Oh, Mega Knight. Not only knight. Oh, ढोका थिएन न? Okay. Use your arrows, bro. Now the princess in a breeze. Skelly battle.
तिम्रो पिच्छे ब्याग दोकान गर्नु देखाउँदा देखेपछि ल ए
How are you gonna stop that, bro? How are you gonna defend that, bro? You're dead, asshole. You stupid asshole. हावा चलेछ सिरिरी बतासे बनेर लैजाउ न उडाए तिम्रो त्यो सहर म त उडेछु डुबेछु बुढेछु तिम्रै कल्पनामा बेरिदेऊ न्यानो गालोमा मलाई थाकिसकेछु जिन्दगी जिउन कटाउनलाई साह्रै गाह्रो सजिलो होला सोचेथे यो जीवन तर जिन्दगी रहेछ लामो. Fuck that, I'm dead here. Stupid asshole. Okay, let me go with Barab gang. Oh, I thought that is going to be fine. Hog Rider, no Hog Rider, no Hog Rider, no Hog Rider. Stupid Hog Rider. Okay, I think Hog Rider is coming. Hmm. Okay, let's go and watch monthly finals from now on. Monthly finals. It is about to start now. Spelling of CRL 26JULTMF. What is this JULT? I think it's JULY, July. Mugi is in a like day 1, day 2 is Mugi's. 4 minutes more. Okay, let's play one more game. Okay, here we go. Savage Sam. First of all, barrel. Beautiful. Okay, he just wasted his log, so I'll go Barrel in Vulgators. Okay, I'm leading in damage. Not using spirits already? Yes, sir, I'm not using spirits. Anyway, welcome to my stream, brother. Let me go, princess. Let me go cannon here. Bad prediction, bro. Nice. I think Skelly Barrel is coming, no? Thanks. Okay, brother. Welcome to my stream, guys. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to my stream. Do some like and subscribe. Okay, this is. I think it starts. Bro, it's still 1 minute remaining. I know that. GG Irfan sir, what's welcome back again, Irfan sir. Now after some time we will watch CRL, okay guys? Not CRL, but it's like it's CRL monthly finals. Yeah, July. What's coming? Battle. सम्झाए नि बुझाए नि मान्दैन नि के गर्नु नि ओके भेट भयो झमक सजुमा राख्छु तिमलाई यो दिलको मजुमा गगनले Fuck that, bro. Ban that guy. Ban this guy, bro. Nice. Okay. Let me go for these. Why he went for that giant? I'm not getting that. मेरो राजा घोडामा आउँदैछ रे गाइज Okay. I think I should go something here. Where I'll be able to go. I love that. Yeah, no, but certainly. Okay, GG's guys. Okay, guys, let's see. Let's see. Now
What?
matches. रोका दो ना. Tune in. Okay, let's go.
Or if you would like to join along, which is what I would recommend, you go to the website event.supercell.com/Clash Royale to join the action, get your rewards, all that good stuff that I plan on doing. I plan on using.
Gotta get those predictions in.
Okay, were you able to get your predictions in the other day? How are you doing so far?
I'm not gonna lie, I did not get my predictions in. I was driving back from, I don't know, I had time. I was driving back from a Joji concert. I don't know why I wasn't doing it. I guess I'm missing out on the rewards, but it doesn't mean you guys have to. So make sure you guys get on that. And next up, what do we have? We're looking at the format. Tell me about it.
Yeah, that's right. We are, same thing as always. We have the ranked seasons, 1,500 players qualify to the next round, advance to the monthly qualifiers. Once we are there, we have a 9-round Swiss stage bracket, make it to the top 64. And once you get to the top 64, top 2 of each group advance to the monthly finals. That's how we were able to get to our players from yesterday. And now, monthly final, 16 players, double limb bracket, golden ticket going to the winner. We are down to our final 12. We lost our first 4 players in yesterday's day of action. But we are not just playing for a golden ticket. We're also playing for money. Isn't that right, Juice?
Yeah, prize pool here, 50. I believe it's technically a $52,000 for every single month. But this is what we're looking at right here. For the absolute finals of this month, we have the champion coming home with $14,000. And like you said, that golden ticket as well. Whoever wins this is going straight to World Finals with an even bigger prize pool. There's so much on the line. The stakes have never been higher.
Yeah, the stakes have never been higher, and it's always so fun to watch. I was saying it yesterday. Once we get to these final couple months of these monthly finals, it is just brilliant action every single time. As we take a look at our leaderboard, the top 3, 1, 2, 3, all have their golden tickets, so we don't really need to be focusing on that. Everything else is where we want to focus. We want to focus on EGW at 570, Greco at 625. He got knocked out yesterday. He had the opportunity to push himself up these leaderboards and wasn't able to do it. Juice, you were talking to me before the show started, talking about some of these guys that are auto-qualified, still have a little bit ways to go. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so the theory here is that if you have about 790 or above points, around 800 points, then you're going to be good to qualify for the World Finals. And so we're looking at 4 specific players here today: Vitor, Sub, Adriel, and Clown. These guys are still in the bracket, and you can see them on the leaderboard here. Once they are done, their points are going to automatically get added, and we're pretty sure that they are kind of, I'm gonna say, I think they're guaranteed to qualify for World Finals based on the amount of points that they've accumulated. So that's going to put a little bit less pressure off them, but it's also going to put more pressure on the players that don't have that. And the big one I'm looking at today here is Morten. He's currently at 625 points. He is in the lower bracket of this July monthly finals. If he can make that lower bracket run happen, even if he doesn't make it to the finals and get that golden ticket, maybe he can make those accumulate enough points and make it into that point qualification range.
A lot
Yo, what's
of
up, Penguin sir?
players as we take a look
Back
at
on class?
the
Yes,
top
sir.
half, the upper bracket.
But today we will watch
Monthly
monthly finals game.
We are pretty used to seeing on day 2 of the action. Sam is going to be going against Muhammad Light, the upper side of the upper bracket. Obviously, going to be kind of confusing to watch so far. These two esport athletes are just at the
Yo,
top of
thank you
the
so much
games right
for
now. As we go, a little
gift,
bit
man.
Clown going against Asaf.
Is today the monthly
Both of
finals?
those
Yeah,
guys
it's
are
day
really fun to
2,
watch as
I
well.
guess.
Clown finally making that monthly finals run that we've kind of all been
We will
expecting
watch
for a
now
while.
here.
Yeah, and looking at the lower
We all
bracket, the
watch.
first match of today will be Baton versus Polaris at the very bottom.
Viton
A
versus.
little birdie told me, Ismail is his name, that Baton might surprise us in the lower
Yeah,
bracket
I
run.
had some prediction here. Where is that prediction? Lower bracket, Baton versus Polaris. I picked Polaris between them.
Matchups of the lower bracket. Whoever wins that is probably going to do a great job of pushing through. And we also have Jors versus Morton. Like we talked about on the leaderboard, Morton is kind of in a must-win situation. You know, there is still a couple more
what's your
monthly
prediction?
finals. If you include that last chance qualifier, so he has some more chances. But I think this is the month where
Who's
he
your
really
favorite
needs to
player?
start getting some more
Muhammad
points.
Light.
And then finally we have Sub and Mugi, another fantastic matchup, a world champion, a 2-time world champion versus last year's runner-up at World Finals. Super excited for the matches today, and we're gonna be hopping straight into it, Josh. Baton versus Polaris. I know a little bit about both of these players, but probably not enough. That's why I'm really excited to see this, because I mean, as time goes on, you know, we see more and more players kind of edge their way into the highest level of Clash Royale. But I feel like we're also just very used to seeing the same names every year, day in and day out. So that's why I feel like this match will be interesting to see, like, some of the quote-unquote new guard. Like, I say that because both these players have been in the community for a very long time, but this is kind of the first time that I've seen them really.
Bro, don't
lock in.
fight here.
You can look at some of their stats right here.
Yeah, both of these players are pretty talented, but haven't had a ton of experience in the upper echelon, the upper parts of the arena. It just feels like there's a couple things missing, and kind of they're
Speed.
putting it together right now. So that's super exciting. We saw some great action from the both of them. Polaris runs a lot of quick cycle decks, a couple MK decks to throw in there every once in a while.
Interesting.
Baton on the other side. I was taking a look at some of his day 2 games, and he starts off 5-0, ends 5-2, and I was a little bit worried. Is it the pressure? What are there extra circumstances as to why?
Okay,
he
game
lost?
starts,
And I
guys.
looked
Okay.
at the matchups, and it
Okay,
was just
Baton is
4-0,
playing
100
piggies.
matchups. So I'm not really actually all
Oh.
that worried about the pressure. I think he plays well under that pressure.
Yeah, great calls there, but also some great plays from Baton off rip. That lightning was insane, taking out the Tesla and the Dark Prince after the Archer took off the shield, plus hitting the Barb. Looks like we have somewhat of a mirror matchup. Both players probably playing Rollhog Cycle here. Baton probably in actually not the greatest situation since Polaris has that Dark Prince, but he has a great start. So maybe that's all he needs in order to make this mirror matchup a win.
Yeah, so looking at the mirror, the difference between Dark Prince and MK, if he had it, would you still kind of go over to the Dark Prince side, or would you think the MK
Izine versus Royal Giant.
better matchup?
I would say
Juicy
the
J
Mega
is
Knight
saying it's a
would edge
mirror
out
match of
the,
piggies.
Dark Prince a little bit, but I would be very surprised to see Baton have a Mega Knight. I guess I'm assuming maybe actually now that you say that, he hasn't played a hero yet, so maybe Baton just has a Dark Prince as well. So knowing that information, if it's just literally a straight up mirror matchup, the fact is that
Oh, it's a
Baton
mirror
has
matchup.
not only a Dark Prince of his own for defense, but also Evo Archers and Cycle, and this damage lead already. I think it just puts him in a great situation.
Yeah, has to feel good about that right there. Activates the ability, gets the hog onto the Tesla and not the tower. but does force
It's
out
a
more
mirror, yes,
Elixir as
sir.
a response, and no Tesla and cycle, so he gets to go all in with the Royal Hogs on the left side of the bridge, and that's going to get the tower down to 1951. Good recognition, but at the same time, not a ton of damage. It was cleaned up really nicely by Polaris.
Yeah, and then the Evo Pigs are in cycle. Evo Archers on defense, pretty
Oh.
Barbara onto the Tesla. Baton saving him some Elixir. I don't think he's going to play the Lightning. He actually goes for the Lightning. I wonder if that gives Polaris a chance to attack, but looks like Polaris is pretty low in Elixir as well, spending a lot there. And Baton is just in a perfect situation right now.
Yeah, not really sure how he got that Elixir advantage. It felt like Baton got over aggressive, went with the late lightning, and all of a sudden he was still up one Elixir. So it must have been good defense in the possession before that, and right here Baton just playing well, setting up his defensive Teslas. I think the biggest thing that I've learned this year from watching CRL is just I'm not spamming Teslas enough. They just go underground, protect themselves,
Oh.
and just stay alive.
He's defending really
Yeah,
good.
So real. Wow, Dark Prince on the right though. Will he play the ability? Decides not to. I kind of like that decision actually. I feel like most players, including me, would just play the ability there. You know, you're on the tower, might as well go for it. But I think he's realizing that his main focus is this left tower. The pressure on the right side is
This one
simply
used
for
to be playing
distraction
in
purposes.
seriously
And
playing in
once again, he's just setting up
the
another Tesla, like you mentioned.
How can
think
I,
so, too. Just
bro?
always having this Tesla on the board, played in
I'm
anti-lightning
noob.
position. Seems good, but this Tesla is dying pretty quick. Maybe Polaris has a chance right now. Wow, I feel like he messed up with his Tesla. I think you just have to go piggies here. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, right here, if you get the shot from the hog, then maybe you've got a chance of saying it was right, but obviously Tower is able to protect itself. Left tower for Polaris going to get down to 1094, and Baton is just dominating. I'm trying to look at what the difference in the gameplay even
Oh,
is.
but then
Is it really just more aggression?
I think my first prediction has gone mistake here.
Yeah, literally. Like, Polaris has... I'd be interested actually to see the amount of times each player has played Royal Hogs in this game afterwards, because it feels like Baton has just done it probably like 2 or 3 more times, and that's just simply going to lead to more damage and more Evo Piggies in cycle more often.
Yeah, and more bar barrel predictions. He got it correct once and has done it 4 or 5 times, but you're allowed to do that when you've got this much of a damage advantage. Dark Prince pressure on the left side, Royal Hogs pressure on the right. Should be an easy cleanup for the Dark Prince, Tesla, and Archers. That's exactly what we're going to see. Baton,
Nice.
one last lightning almost, and that's going to be a very clean Game 1 victory for Baton. I
Oh,
feel good about that.
nice.
I mean, anytime you can start off with a mirror match and get a win, and just win it by that much, you have to be feeling good for the rest of the tournament.
You know, you'd say that, but I was looking at his face and his reaction the whole time, and it looked like it looked like there was no emotions and no thoughts behind anything there. But that's besides the point. Yes, you're
Jesus,
right. The
Baton,
gameplay
yes,
was
sir.
fantastic. He's got to be happy. Somewhere deep inside his heart, buried under lots of... I need to stop talking. But I'm trying to think once again of like what led up to that situation. I think that for one thing, you know, he did have his archers in cycle early. Whenever you're in an Evo Archer mirror matchup, it seems like that's always good if you're able to split those archers first. And then other than that, I think that just a big mistake.
It's so
cycling
cold
Dark
outside,
Prince to the
really,
back.
brother?
You know, he
Here
cycles
it's
archers,
hot.
and Polaris goes for a Dark Prince to the back towards the archer and just ended up leading into an Evo or in the opposite lane, plus an insane lightning off the rip to clear off the Dark Prince, a Tesla, and a Barb.
Okay, let's play one game. After that, we will catch up that match. Okay. I haven't heard of that player Baton. Like, fuck that RZ. He went 3 connection. Wow. RZ, it's your dick, penguin. RZ. Mother, father, or son of uncle. I think I should go one tile back here. I know he will definitely go bar barrel, so he will miss that. Yeah, he missed one. Ooh. Mhm. Prince is here. Okay, that's a really good rocket value. Who gonna stop this right side, bro? दर्शन कहाँ गइ छ यो छैन Okay, that's game, guys. I think match has started. Oh, okay. Okay, let's go. Let's watch that.
Yeah. Looking at the matchup here, we have Polaris
Hmm.
with Roll Giant, Monk Roll Giant, with the Ghost variant as well. So missing a Psycho card. Usually instead of Skeleton,
Okay, Batan is playing Lockbait.
the Ghost Monk. But then Baton with the Inferno Tower to deal these heavier units.
This is really
as
good
well.
one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a great matchup for Baton. I think Polaris is in a tough situation. Yes, because of the Inferno Tower, but also since Polaris has a slower cycle, the Goblin Barrels and the Wall Breakers are going to be so annoying to deal with.
And right here, this is Baton's second Inferno Tower of his tournament life so far. Pretty incredible and really nice fire spirit right there. Fishman locks on
this
the
is
raw
good.
card. All sorts of
Look at
crazy interactions happening so quickly for Baton. And at the end of the day, nothing matters because RG, it's still strong defensively, even if you can't. Even if you do everything right, the RG defense will always work out. It feels like.
Yeah, I think Polaris is doing the best that he... Oh, wow, he is the Magic Archer variant, though. Magic Archer getting so much damage. He's not defending. He's not playing anything. The Berserker's tanking as well. Will we see a Marcher ability? No. Okay, this is definitely the counter push he needs, but once again, can he break through this Inferno Tower?
Yeah, I mean, this Inferno Tower has to be golden going against.
Oh,
these
look at that
RGs.
double
But
RZ. Oh
here
my
we go.
god.
So much damage immediately coming in.
Wow, that Ice Spear freezing both the RGs.
Woo.
Wait, the Fireball comes
Whoa.
in, though, takes out the Berserker.
He got the
and
tower.
Magic Archer, and the double RG takes the tower. 10
Oh
seconds
my
left.
days.
Can Baton make it to this tower? He needs to cycle back to a barrel.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be too much. Berserker going down the left. 2 elixir, 1 elixir.
That's
You're gonna get
game.
0 elixir
Wow.
because you can't
That's a really good
cycle
comeback from
enough.
Polaris, bro.
Polaris. Wow, what a comeback. I mean, just all of a sudden throws down the
What a
RG. This is
comeback,
exactly what
guys.
we talk about with RG. Just throw them down, get multiple on the map, and make it difficult for your opponent. And this is why I hate Inferno Tower. Can we stop using that in these finals?
Honestly, I'd love to see a replay on that because I am really confused about what I just watched. I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the time, if you want to break through Inferno Tower, you need like a dual lane RG. You need to prevent the Spirit and roll delivery value. But it's just double RG down the lane, the Ghost tanks the Inferno Tower, and then the Monk sacrifices itself, tanks the Inferno Tower. Double RG breaks through the Inferno, and the delivery is not enough. He cycles to another Marcher. Maybe that's what it comes down to. Like, maybe we just need to see a Marcher ability from Baton there, keep the original Magic Archer alive, continue to get some splash damage, bait out the Fireball or a Log at least, and then play another
Okay.
Magic Archer after that. But either way, that was wild that Polaris was able to not only win the matchup. Oh, yes, we get to see the replay. Josh, walk me through this.
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts are that maybe this was a poor Magic Archer because you can't
Yeah.
set everything up. The Magic Archer does not do the DPS you need. You have the opportunity to maybe place it in the middle so that way you don't give too much fireball value. I don't know. There was something wrong with that defense, and I think it either comes down to you cycle something other than Magic Archer, even just offensive pressure with the Goblin Barrel, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I recommend, but
I think you're right. I think that the Fireball being able to hit the Marcher and the Berserker was just, that was it.
That was the
because
big
both
thing.
RGs survived at like 1 HP, which was, yeah, that's just absurd. Insane plays there.
Yeah, just absurd, just insane. And here we are, game number 3 for these players and our first set of the day. And we are already in a game 3 situation. As we can see, some of these cards that have been played for some of these players. Double bait used by Baton, so the Wall Breakers and the Goblin Barrel are out. And so far, okay, yeah, use the RG and the Royal Hogs. MK feels like it's always consistently scary in these monthly finals, but we didn't really see
Yeah.
a ton of it yesterday. Not nearly as much as I expected, probably only in 30 to 50% of these sets. Do you have any kind of thoughts on MK in the meta right now, and if you expect to see an uptick in today's action?
Yeah, Mega Knight's interesting
No,
because
okay.
we just never seen this hero
Ozzy,
out
the
for a long
Rakha the Babu?
time, and then
Oh,
all of a
yes.
sudden, you know, as other tank
The
killers,
cheese, is a baby.
Cycle became super good, especially with
Oh, yeah,
Evo
big
Kicks
chunk
and
hole, oh.
Drill
What the
being
hole, Allah.
a very solid win condition.
Yes.
Mega Knight just kind of entered the meta as a great way to deal with, you know, the big tanks like Giant Skeleton and Golem.
Okay.
And also to deal with the Psycho decks like Hog and Roll Hogs. But I think since the Giant Skeleton nerf, or I guess you could say rework, you know, we're seeing less Giant Skeleton, and therefore we're just seeing less Mega Knight. I think Mega Knight also received a slight nerf, but in general, I think that Mega Knight's kind of, you know, it's still very viable, but it's kind of taken a back seat. Probably just more cycle coming through as of late, especially bait. Log bait has really kind of been shining as of recently, but as you know, the Spirit nerf, they announced it recently. I guess we have to talk about it at some point, right? Like, spirits are no longer going to be able to make it to tower on their own, and that's going to be an insane change to these hyperbait decks. I mean, look at all the cards used right now. Look how many spirits have been used by both of these players so far. Clash Royale is about to see a very big change in the upcoming balances in about a week.
Yeah, I mean, wow, Baton has used E-Spirit, Fire Spirit, Ice Spirit, Skellies. Only one Elixir card just left for him in general, which kind of just feels insane to me.
Yeah, Cycle has continued to, I don't know, like become more cycly. Like,
Yeah.
it's, I mean, look, I mean, that's just like how strong these bait decks are, though. I mean, spirits are the reason why they're so strong. You just
So what?
constantly playing
What
those
are
spirits.
this?
You also have like skeletons or a berserker. You're constantly getting to those, to that pressure, and the spirits be able to make
Oh.
it to the tower and tank.
Evo
those
Battle
barrels.
Ram.
It's just made Goblin Barrels, especially the Evo form, very, very strong. But it'll be interesting to see how the meta evolves after those changes. Goblins and Spear Gobs are also getting potentially buffed. Those are ones that are
Ooh.
work in progress.
That is really good.
But,
Like,
maybe we'll just see more
Bandit was
classic log
nasty.
bait or spammy log bait
Oh,
instead of this
I
hyper-bait
guess
cycle meta.
it's
Anyways, enough about the meta. What is happening right now? There's a lot going on, Josh. I don't know.
Yep, Mega Knight for Mega Knight action. Polaris defends the first
it's a
push.
mirror matchup, I
Baton
think.
defends the
Oh,
second.
Ronin.
And Ronin is going to come out and defend well, winning that interaction handily.
Oh, it's a
Yeah, it looks like we have a
mirror
mirror
matchup.
match for this game. Number 3, Ronan going to get taken all the way to the left
Oh.
side. Motherwich not doing enough.
Wow.
And these barbs are also going to take out the Motherwitch again, get another shot, and all of a sudden tower down to 15-19.
Nice.
Boris has got to be feeling good after that. I don't know. That's just a crazy interaction where it's like if the Mother Witch literally did like 0.1 extra damage, you all of a sudden go from taking probably like 1 barb hit to, and now in this situation where half your tower is completely gone. Baton, it's kind of a similar situation as actually that first game, right? Where we saw an Evo Pigs mirror matchup. But Baton just had that super great first interaction. And now Baton's in a situation where he needs to make this comeback. That being said, though, looking
Bowling.
at the matchup, I mean, he has the Zappies, which is great. Polaris has only 1 spell available. So if you can protect these Zappies from the Golden Knight, they're going to be great defensively. You also have a Bowler, which is great defensively and great for counter pushes. And then finally, also, this Ronin card is just going to be nuts for dealing with Mega Knights, but also Golden Knights. There's currently,
Oh,
I guess it's technically a glitch in the game where the Golden Knight dash gets stunned and it's completely stopped by Ronins, like a Ronin reflection. So, yeah, if that interaction comes through to protect Zappies, for example, I think that Baton has a very easy comeback ahead of him.
Yeah, right here, he might already have that comeback. 3 seconds left to MK, double MK on the left side with the help of the Bandit coming in tow.
I guess
And
that's a game.
Bandit, 2
Yeah.
MKs, and tower down.
Oh, Baton won
all
the
of a
game,
sudden,
guys.
almost cracking a smile to celebrate even. He's going to take this first set overall for the day. I mean, this is
Wow.
what happens with these kind of MK decks. This is what happens with bridge spam. Oh, you're talking for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and then
Yeah.
you blink and the game's over.
That's literally what I was about to say. Like, I feel like I yapped so much about the matchup, and then by the time I was done talking, there's just 2 Mega Knights on his tower, and I'm like, how did we get here? Just set up the Mega Knight in the back, defended the Battle Ram, the Zappies were
Okay.
cooking.
That was nice. Okay. Let's go. Ban this guy, bro. कहाँ गइन आन्टी आइसकेछ आन्टीलाई उपचार गरेर जाने हो के भएछ तिमीलाई Oh, oh my days, what is this defense? Crazy defense, great. Okay, beautiful tornado. Nice. What he will go? झ्याप्पै आइनमा गर्ने लर फोडेर हिले खबर भनिहालिन् मुखै खोलेर बसुम बसुम लाग्यो मलाई दिलै जोडेर That's game. Stupid asshole. Okay, game started. Let's watch that. Oh, Vitor versus
Like,
Adriel. Oh,
like,
okay.
I get so upset. If I do that exact push, boom, 200 damage. When 1300, how does that make sense?
Yeah. On a real note, though. One edge of your graveyard is always on that part of the tower, so that that poison isn't able to get that full counter.
Vitor
Here we are,
and
a singular
Wow.
archer to help out. Probably going to need to defensive poison. No, instead going to go in with the Evo Tesla. And that Tesla does not get that final splashed ring right there. Adriel does not panic, defends with the Dark Prince up top, and that's going to be another clean defense. Both towers lower on Vitor's side than Adriel. Has to be because of all these placements, getting these quick cycles going. And again, Vitor
Hey,
getting
Dugare,
aggressive on
light ke
offense.
Ah,
And
light thunde.
another good defense from Adriel. Wow.
A great defense, one skeleton hit, or maybe it was two. Not exactly sure. I think the graveyard placement could be even better from Vitor. Now he's got one edge of the graveyard on, but usually you want to play it one or two tiles, like either forward or backwards, to try to get even another edge of your graveyard on the tower to try and get those guaranteed skelly hits versus the poison. But the archer is also helping
Adriel
out,
is
so
being
not even
so
one
good.
skeleton hit coming through for Vitor. He's going to have to make a big change if he wants to make this comeback with this damage deficit.
Yeah, so basically the differences in the matchup on Vitor's side, we have Fire Spirit and Royal Delivery. Adriel's side, we have Ice Spirit and
Oh, he's in trouble.
Oh, look at that
Oh my
value.
goodness, Royal
Wow.
Delivery coming down, and that's not going to be in time. 12:21, lowest tower for Vitor. The difference between the Bar Barrel and the Delivery and the Ice Spirit as well, it doesn't feel like we should be seeing such a big difference in terms of how much damage on the tower.
Yeah, I
Wow.
honestly think that Adriel's just playing
What a
better.
clean
He's trying to use the
defense.
archers more often. He's saving his Evo Tesla for the graveyard rather than randomly in the middle like Vitor did recently. And then also, I just think the Dark Prince abilities from Adriel have been a little bit more precise and or maybe just not even used as much. I don't know how useful the Dark Prince ability is in this matchup. It seems like a waste of 3 elixir. It seems like you just need more graveyards, more poisons on tower.
Yeah, and right here, going again with this graveyard, with this poison. But it's not enough at the current time. Right there, Bar Barrel does miss the Dark Prince, but Evo Archers are in cycle. This is going to be another easy defense for Adriel. He is just cleaning up everything so nicely, not giving Vitor any chance whatsoever. Again, getting aggressive, naked graveyard, poison on offense, and this should be game one heading to Adriel's way.
Yeah, very impressive
Okay,
stuff.
nice.
I think that, you know, Adriel definitely has like a solid.
Okay. Hey, there, the cosa.
तर त्यो साटे अघि क्रू मार्को थियो है साटे र कुरा नदियो
Thuk ka timro juni. Okay. Adriel won the first game. A rapid beer donation. What is this trophy? 271. What is this? Oh,
राम्रो क्रू माटो चाहिँ यस्तोमा कस्तो राम्रो र वाइज झन् राख्न दिएको साटो
is it light वाला था?
हो नि
त्यस्तो साह्रो ब्लू प्रोटेक्सन रहन सक्छ के ल ल
म त टिस्यु लाइन देख्छु
ओके nice. I'm about to reach League. Okay, League 5. I think the game is about to start, so I'm not gonna play a match. I'll just wait. I think it will start now because they all are ready. Yeah. Okay, now it starts. Let's go. Archer, Evo Archer, Evo Tesla, Dark Prince, Delivery, Fire Spirit. Let me try this deck, by the way. Let me make this deck here on. तर सुन्दर छ संसार विपन भन्दा delete this deck. Fire Spirit, Barbarian Battle, or I can go with Ice Spirit too. Okay, let's Archers, Tesla. Okay, what is Tesla? Seriously? What the hell is that? Oh, Tesla is a 4 elixirs. I forgot. Tesla, Dark Prince.
दाजी
हजुर
आज मलाई बाटोमा पढ्नु दिएको नि
पोइजन अनि के भयो त नि
हजुर सुनाएको पो र
अनि के हुन्छ त नि उस देखेर
तिनजना पढ्नु दिएको
लो बर्बाद भएछ
एउटा दे अनि दुईटा दे बोरा बुढी लाग्यो पढ्नु
लो बर्बाद भएछ I don't have hero Dark Prince, but okay, let's go with this one. Okay, let's watch now.
Counter pushes going.
Yeah, would have to agree with that. 7 seconds left as we head
Ooh.
into OT. Decent amount of pressure coming in from Vitor. I like how he's setting that up. We see another monk get placed down. Should force the Magic Archer to take itself out, and that's exactly what we see. Fire Spirit plus Royal Delivery going to come down before any of the Skeleton Dragons even get a shot on tower.
Barb Barrel over the river, going to try and take out this Marcher. Berserker to protect. Adriel's in a great situation right now, especially with the cannon out of cycle for Evo wall breakers. Skelly Drags do the job, and the cannon Evo takes out the Marcher, but still the minor chip is inbound. Vitor's not only going to have to keep these great defenses up, but also, ooh, I like this play though. The lightning might be the chip damage he needs.
Yeah, I felt like he was kind of waiting for that opportunity to go in with lightning on tower. Left side now down to 22-34. And all of a sudden, he evens out the tower damage, but Adriel has the opportunity to go in both lanes.
Yeah.
Both players definitely not feeling great, but not feeling awful. And we are now at triple elixir with all of this happening on the field.
Wow, great Skelly Drags takes out both Magic Archers. There's the play. Monk, Evo, Piggies inbound. Bomb Tower does come down, but it's getting deflected by the Monk. Lightning's dropping through, and the Evo Pigs get a little damage. Can Vitor now get a good defense here?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
Vitor is
Vitor
doing
is
a
just kind of
comeback.
winning every
Someone
interaction in
gonna-
this final minute. E-Spirit going to come down, clean up these bats, not going to chain on top of the wall breakers, so it feels good about that. Adriel trying to come in with predictions. Once you're going in with predictions like that, it feels like the game might just have to be considered over. But he's going to give himself any sort of opportunity, going aggressive on the left side. I like this switch up. You know your opponent wants to go to the right. None of this is going to matter, but I love that Adriel's giving himself a shot.
Man, wow, there you go. The final second ticks off, and Vitor is going to take a nice win versus Bomb Tower Roll Delivery. Going to make it 1-1 in this best of 3 versus these two powerhouses.
Okay. Sound around, sound. Hey, Pucci.
हजुर
Sound around.
यसलाई कुकुरले घुम्ला।
Okay, I think I should go on rank now. I'm about to reach League 5. First of all, Goblin Battle. Let's figure it out. His take. Oh, Goblins. Hero Goblins, which is very good. खुशी जहाँ में छु Okay, that's a really good rocket value. Boom Zakalaka, 1000 rocket value. Wow. Okay, let me go Princess here in a breeze. Why he is not playing? What the heck? He gave up or what? Oh, I guess his internet has gone. Okay. Okay. Nice. Thanks, brother. Thank you so much for giving me a free win, man. New Germany. I think I can go one more match. फर्केर तिमी घाम बनी. Let me go princess. Ooh. I should go for that value. Anyhow. काली है चोयाको सानो माया लगाउने ढोको नपुग्दै मर्छु पो क्यारे भनसोटी बरोबर नढाँटी भनसोटी बरोबर नढाँटी. Okay, that's a really good value. Let me go here. I think I should go one side. Nice. Bro, seriously? Oh no. I guess I reached League 6, guys. Nice. Okay, let's. It is League 5, sorry, my bad. Okay, let's watch now.
Trying to figure out exactly why. I guess like as heroes get nerfed and balanced, the champions are able to make a little bit of a. But then at the same time, you know, why Gobsign? I guess it's just a great crowd control. Like as other spells and stuff, like spells have gotten nerfed over time, so great crowd control and also just a great secondary win condition.
Yeah, and I mean even just another spell as well, which can be important.
True.
Definitely a lot of things going for the Goblin Sign, and even then it just doesn't feel like it's that good. Always one of those weirder cards to talk about. Vitor going to defend the mortar with minions and give up a decent chunk of damage to his tower, but we're heading into double elixir, has the lava on the board, has that 3 or 4 elixir advantage, and we're waiting to see if he's got Fireball Zap, because if he has Fireball Zap, he should be able to defend these doctors, and that's exactly what we're going to see. So no Loon coming in from Vitor's side, and Adriel, no chance of having the doctor survive if Vitor wants to run that route.
Minions behind. Adriel does cycle back to another Gobstein. We will see the ability drop. Another Fireball comes through in a zap, but the damage has already been done. Lava Push pretty much cleaned up, but still a lot of lava chip damage from Vitor as well. And then I guess the final thing I got to yap about is this. I want to see this Hero's Tombstone ability. Like, it's been buffed. It's 5 elixir now. Someone told me it had more HP than a giant. I want to see this play happen. I just don't know if it will.
Yeah, we saw it yesterday. I wanna say it was from Mo. Right there,
What
Mortar.
is this mortar shooting at?
Yeah, Mortar shooting at nothing right there, and a huge interaction win for Vitor in that moment.
And then a lightning from Adriel also, plus ability, taking advantage of the fireball not dropping right away. I love this patience from Vitor. He's like, I know that I'm not breaking through with this lava this time, but I'm still going to get that fireball zap chip. And all of a sudden, Vitor's taking the damage lead with 1 minute and 30 left.
Yeah, every time he runs the lava, every time he places on the board, he wins the interaction by 500 HP. He's doing a great
Yeah.
job of just surviving
Oh,
until
mortar connected to the
he
ground.
needs
can't believe this
to.
mortar
Is that
wall.
that mortar luck was a massive, and all of a sudden Adriel just fighting back, getting that consistent chip damage. Bomber going to stay alive for just one more moment. Minion going to take out the candy cart before it crosses the bridge. Nice spot for Vitor.
Okay, Inferno at the bridge. Gobstein going to try to stun. Fireball and zap. It's the mortar and the Gobstein actually. So that's damage. But the mortar looks like it's
Ooh.
not going to get hit. Inferno drag clutches, but the Gobstein's getting damage. There's only 45 seconds left in an Evil Mortar at the bridge here, Josh. Who's going to win this game?
Yeah, I think Vitor has a shot going in with the pre-log right there, but the pre-log misses. Skeletons are able to survive. I mean, it has to be advantage Adriel, but it is so close between these two players. Goblinstein going to almost make it to the tower. Good zap right there. Minions at the bridge. All sorts of troops, and there's a chance for the Inferno Dragon to get a little bit of value. Not going to happen. Guards bring it back in the middle.
Gobstein on defense. Another fireball's going to drop, but can Vitor even cycle back to another fireball? And even if he can, is it even enough? Adriel has the lightning in his back pocket. Vitor trying to pressure the bridge with minions, with Valkyrie, the bomber. Another fireball comes through.
Needs the zap.
Gets the zap. Lightning's not there. The lightning's not there in time. Vitor clinches the 2-1, knocking Adriel out of the monthly
Halla
finals.
vidra.
Are you kidding me? Vitor
Bro,
reverse
that
sweep.
is insane. ला खसे तल यो खोल्न
I
Bro,
don't know.
Vitor.
He was applying pressure, and the seconds are ticking
Tala
off the
झ्या, तल
timer.
खसेकै म
He
फाल्दिनँ।
knew he couldn't get another lava, so he ends up going with the second set of minions. He has
No,
a
what
makeshift
the
minion
heck
board on the
was
map.
that?
Somehow has 6 minions on the board. And yes, let's just watch this replay. Huge shout out to the production team.
Yeah.
All right, 29 seconds left. We see a Zab drop down these minions in order to get the lava puffs, try and take it out. Inferno drag left side, so the guards have to come through to kite that from the other lane.
Perfect guards.
Adriel's minions are doing the best they can, but they get taken out. Fireball zap on the Gobstein. At this point, Vitor knows he has to apply immediate, intense pressure. So he goes another set of minions bridge, Valkyrie bomber bridge, try and get that range unit down. And Adriel's like, okay, how do I defend while getting this lightning down? So he goes for mortar. He plays the lightning like 1 second too late. Even though he had the elixir. I wonder if Adriel could have actually gotten that lightning down if you just spamming it, clicking it on the tower.
See,
But
this is the same thing
insane.
that happened yesterday, where
Bro.
there was almost a lightning that gets down, and it's taking that elixir. I think it's just a visual thing where he doesn't have it.
This match was insane. Oh, नजरले तिर्गालो. Okay, Vitor versus Vatan in third round. Lower bracket, upper bracket. Upper bracket, Sandbox versus Moonlight. Clown versus Asaf. Okay.
Points, but Asaf is in a situation where he's looking to get that golden ticket. He's looking to get some more points. And then we are also going to see Sandbox versus Moonlight later, which, in my opinion, probably the two best players in the world right now. We did see Sandbox take home a golden ticket last month. He's just been grinding like no one else as of recently. And, of course, Mo, the greatest player of all time. But for now, let's focus on George versus Morton. A long line for both these players, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. George wants to kind of prove to himself, prove to the viewers at home that he
What is
deserves to
Horace?
be here, that you should expect to see him here more often. Morton on the other side just wants to lock up that World Finals.
अनि
That's
पहिला
that's
हात
his
एकछिन नगर्न अहिले
that's his goal at the start of every single year.
त्यति
That's
गराएको नचिने
his
गरे
goal at
म
the
चार्ज
end.
गरेछु फोन
He just wants to make it to the World Finals. Once he gets there, his stage presence, his experience gives him that leg up on his opponents. So he doesn't even really worry about these golden tickets. None of this matters. He wants to cement his legacy, and being able to qualify year in, year out is how he gets it done. So Morton, all the pressure in the world to be able to say one last time, one more time, I made it to World Finals. This is who I am. My name is Morton.
Morton's giving some like a major Magnus Carlsen
यो झ्याल खोल्ले रे
I feel like Magnus just shows up to like the online events with like, you know, he's just like, yeah, I'm goated. I don't have to do my hair or anything like that. I'm just gonna wake up and I'm gonna win some Clash Royale
La.
chess games, but in this case, Clash Royale.
That's
La.
that's very true.
पुग्छ
It, and he
यो
honestly,
झ्यालै खोल्नु पर्छ
I feel like I don't see a ton of Magnus Carlsen clips, but I feel like they've got a decently similar kind of mindset and kind of similar personalities.
Yeah, just the like, yeah, I'm the best.
Exactly.
ओके
you're kind of okay.
Morton versus George
I'm very okay with it. Okay, so I'm just like, I don't know how to transition this very well, so I'm just gonna start talking about Jors. I think that it's standing out to me the fact that he has a champion and a hero in his deck. He doesn't have two Evos. I personally am a huge fan of having two Evos and one hero, just because Evo abilities don't cost extra elixir.
खै अघि नुहाउन जान्छु भन्दै
It
थियो
is
नुहाएर
even
कता
stranger to me that he's chosen one of his spots, one of his Evo slots to use the hero tombstone.
Okay, Morton is
So we'll
running
see. I just want to see him click the ability. Really, that's all I want.
big
in
is
this game.
deck okay
Yeah, I mean, usually it comes down
and
to either
George
the,
is running
because I
RZ
think that's kind of
okay
his only
nice
opportunity. I think his last card should be Fireball or Lightning, so it's kind of only potential to use the Hero Tombstone. But I think this is probably the third or fourth Hero Tombstone that we've seen from this weekend.
यतिखेर
It seems to be.
Have you
really-
seen someone click the ability this weekend?
I believe Mo clicked the ability
No way.
in like the opening set. It was like, all right, is that happening now? Is that Clash Royale? And it hasn't
go.
happened since, but it was cool to watch.
All right, 18 seconds on the clock. Evo Piggies versus Roll Giant. I'm trying to think of who has matchup here. I mean, the Fireball and Skelly Drags are really great for Jors. The Hero Tombstone is also great, but Morton coming in with the Evo Pigs has the Evo Archers to support. The big problem though is like this counter push. Wow, a great lightning dropping down. The Evo Archers on tower. Jors has Elixir. He gets the Monk down, but the damage is through. RG counter pushing, and we might see another RG in this left side, Josh.
Yeah, I think maybe even on the right side as well. And there we go.
Good
RG
call.
does go on the right side, does not protect the Mother Witch like I first expected. But this is
Yeah.
a big push. One of the Hogs can do a lot of work. Skeleton Dragon splashes onto the Skellies, keeps the Hog alive, and all of a sudden towered down to 1188. And 1188, so both players at 1188
Bro.
right now.
the damages are same
The
look at
Brave,
that
The Fisherman. Barb Barrel does not take out the Mother Witch. Dark Prince has to drop down, but the Mother Witch stays alive. This Mother Witch, and not even the Dark Prince ability takes out the Mother Witch. And the Monk ability is
oh look at
deflecting
that look at
everything.
that
Another Barb
Huh?
Barrel's in, but a Fireball onto
Where's you?
onto the Archers, and the Skelly Drags are now getting damaged. We are
Look at
getting
that.
triple
That's a
Elixir
tower
right now,
down.
but there's not
Bro.
enough for Morton. Dark Prince gets down. Technically, it's going to take 2 Fireballs to take this tower, and Morton's greatest strength is his tenacity. Let's see if he can survive and somehow make a miracle happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to Bar Barrel, bring back the Monk. That's exactly what you should be doing. You're going to get tower damage. I mean, he's
What
playing
was
this
it?
perfectly, but it's just not going to be enough. Eventually, there will come a time where Jors loses the interaction when it comes to these bridge battles, when it comes to these Teslas. It is just too much pressure, too many Mother Witches. It all comes down to that one singular defense where he could not take out the Mother Witch, and that was how he lost that game.
Yeah. Literally,
Oh,
Mother
that's
Witch
game.
MVP. The Bar Barrels tried to come through to take them out, but the great protection from Jors with the help of the Monk just did a great job of converting that.
Crazy. Crazy game is happening. Okay, let's leave the game and
It was that Monk Mother Witch combo.
Yeah, I mean, Monk just provides. Monk is such a fun card because you'll take whatever card you want to use, whatever your favorite card is. Your opponent is going to have a counter, and then Monk just kind of counters that counter. So oftentimes you're not even worried about that original counter. Definitely makes for an interesting card, and it definitely makes for an interesting victory. The fact that the Mother Witch stay alive all that time. And part of it is because the Monk is so strong and all these different scenarios. But also part of it is Morton could have defended that just a little bit cleaner. He had opportunities. Even at the end, the bar barrel got reflected by the Monk. And there's a lot of pressure going on. And you kind of just have to throw things at the wall and hope they stick. But there were opportunities for cleaner defenses to happen.
Yeah, I think you're right, especially with that main Mother Witch like counter push where it survived at 1 HP. Like that was really where Jor's won the game, and Morton attempted so many different ways to try and take the Mother Witch. The Barbaro came out, it survived 1 HP, and then he placed the Dark Prince. The Dark Prince wasn't splashing. If he waited like one more millisecond for the Mother Witch to cross a little bit further, he could have made that happen. And then when that didn't work, he played the Dark Prince hero ability, 3 elixir ability to try to splash and hit the Mother Witch, but then that didn't work either. So it ended up literally being what is that? 2, 5, 8 elixir spent to take out Mother Witch that was at 1 HP, and it just didn't work out. It just didn't happen, and that was pretty much all she wrote. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, and you cannot make mistakes like that over and over and expect to win, even against these new players, even against these new guys. So Morton looking to bounce back in game number 2. Morton has just had the most brutal run so far in these monthly finals. Round 1, he got swept by Muhammad Light, and he got to celebrate getting swept by Muhammad Light by playing against Pedro. Finally going against one of these players that isn't considered a top 3, top 5 player in the world. And now Jor's coming out with all these great plays as well. So always tough to see that. Every single month you can pinpoint the 1 or 2 players that just got unlucky. And I feel like this is Morton's 2nd or 3rd time we've said this for him. Yes, he's incredible. Yes, he's consistent. But he keeps getting these awful just breakdowns. It feels like a shakedown every single time he has to look at these brackets and see who he's going against.
Yeah, I mean, George is a great player. Current world ranking, number 36 in the point leaderboard. Let's see, I mean, I'm just depressed we didn't see Hero Tombstone ability, honestly.
It's gonna happen. Don't worry. I'll talk to Muhammad Light before he gets back in another one of these games. I'll get it happening for you.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking the same exact thing. I will never forget. First year I commentated World Finals, 2022. Mo Light, really starting to cement himself as the GOAT. And after his game, he told me that he was going to play RG, and he thought it would be a better matchup. But Jeebus and Mo came up to me and were like, we literally played Splash Art just for you, Juicy, because we know you love Splash Art. And I was like, wow, that's absurd.
Yo, Sub, what's up? Is that white guy you, Rosen? No.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's goated. So if anyone's gonna play the Hero Tombstone ability just for us, Josh, it's gonna be Mo. Wait, it might be Morton. He's got the Hero Tombstone. Great placement. Anti-earthquake and anti-lightning placement of the Tombstone there. Fascinating to see, like, it makes sense to me. Tombstone is one of the greatest cards to go in Royal Giant. Just having that double defense with a building and a fisherman to deal with Hog Rider is going to put Morton in a fantastic situation. But the question is, will he click that ability, 5 elixir? And even if he doesn't, it is getting potentially buffed in the next balance changes. So there's that to look forward to as well.
Seriously,
Sub?
Sub?
George, I was expecting to see the MK in this variation, but instead going to be running the Mighty Miner. We're probably, once we hit double elixir, going to see Mighty Miner get spammed, start to go as often as he wants. Lightning going to come down, protect the Mighty Miner, And all of a sudden, Jor's winning that bridge battle, giving himself a little bit of protection for this Hog. Log gonna come down, but with the Mother Witch and the King Tower activation and the Log, Hog will not make it to the tower and get a shot on tower.
You bought iPad?
Yeah, almost just a complete
Yes.
reverse of the first matchup. We literally see Morton just copy his opponent's deck, and then Jor's not playing Pigs Lightning,
It's not
but
Apple,
Hog
it's
Lightning
Xiaomi's,
instead.
but yeah.
I think the big
it's a
difference
iPad.
maker here is the fact that, you know, Fireball isn't as good versus Hog. So Hog is definitely a little bit better than Piggies. Also, the Evo Tesla is great for defense. And, you know, it can be sometimes that little extra damage, that last damage that you need to clean out a Mother Witch. So we'll see if Morton's going to have that same breakthrough effect with that Monk Mother Witch as we saw in the previous match.
And right there, choosing to protect the left side from getting a little bit of damage, but allowing a couple poor interactions, I think instead, I think Jor's focusing a little bit too much on the wrong thing, and that's going to be not that bad. So ends up being perfectly fine. Left tower down to 26-12,
Who
but
is this guy? George
26-01,
is
lowest tower
playing
for
really
Morton.
good, man.
So slight advantage, slight lead. Fishman should be able to yank and protect. And with just under 2 minutes left, we've got ourselves a very close game.
Yeah, it really comes down to this Mighty Miner, right? Because Morton doesn't have a reset for it in the E-Spear. He does have the reset for it in the Log. But yeah, the big question is Morton going to be able to get a nice Fisherman? Is he going to be able to get a nice Fisherman to pull that Mighty Miner away to get the breakthrough with one of his Royal Giants? And I've kind of been joking about it a little bit, but I think that the Hero Tombstone is also a potential way to break through here. You know, if we see like a big push in Triple Elixir with Hero Tombstone ability, plus Monk, plus RG, maybe even a dual lane to try to basically get the Mighty Miner to have two main targets to go for. You know, that's going to be the main goal. The problem is, you know, George has a very quick cycle, so you might even see multiple Mighty Miners drop down defense as this Hog comes through for yet another hit.
Yeah, and right here, right side getting all sorts of blocked up. Law gonna come down. RG should not get any damage whatsoever. And he should have another RG in cycle. But because of the way that he activates the Mighty Miner ability, he's not going to allow that to happen. Fisherman over the middle to yank the Mighty Miner away. Great prediction with the Skellies, and Jor's doing everything
that's
he can,
game
everything he
here.
wants to win this game.
Morton shaking his head. Skelly Drag goes the wrong way. Log comes through. 2 Furnaces on the board. And Fireball's just not enough for the breakthrough. Fireball on defense now with the Hero Tombstone. Lightning drops down. 5 seconds of the clock, and there's simply not enough time. Morton resigns, calls the good game, and Jors with a fantastic showing. 2-0 versus Morton with Hog Lightning.
Yeah, I mean, he played that beautifully. The quick cycle Hog Lightning, just put in so much work, so much value. It feels like there were a couple interactions where I expected Morton to win, and by the time he won the interaction, Jor's already had another Mighty Miner in tow. He had another Furnace ready to go and start splashing. It felt like every single opportunity Morton had, Jor's quickly closed it on up.
Looking at the decks, quick breakdown. First game 1, we saw the Royal Giant versus Piggies here. And, you know, with the Mother Witch, with the Skelly Drags, and with the Fireball for the Piggies, it was difficult for Morton to break through, and also difficult for him to defend. Evo Archer is definitely his greatest asset, but even those are getting deflected by the Monk. And looking at game 2, you know, it's a little bit of a different situation, where Morton's Monk doesn't get that much value deflecting the Furnace or the Tesla. It's because of that low fire rate of the Furnace and the Fire Spirit spawns that the Monk is not able to fully kill a Furnace pretty much ever. And the Fireball does not get nearly as much value in this matchup. Not being able to one-shot the Furnace, not being able to take out the Tesla well, and definitely not very useful on defense versus the Hog. And on the other hand, we just saw a consistent flow of Hog Riders on the left-hand side from Jors, as well as really valuable Lightnings. Getting some Lightnings down on Tower plus Fisherman and Tombstone, or Tower plus Monk and Mother Witch. Just a great showing from Jors, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, it was just pretty incredible what he was able to do in that set. I don't know. It felt like there were a couple of opportunities where I wanted to talk about Morton, and he just kind of shut that down. So well done, gets the sweep over Morton. Jors Definitely nothing easy in this bracket overall. Even when you're not going against the Pedros, even when you're not going against Muhammad Light, all these players are so talented. We take a look at our upper bracket. We are almost there. We're almost at that action. Cloud and Asaf waiting patiently. Sandbox, Muhammad Light waiting patiently. Sandbox, I think he tweeted out saying that he waited like 4 hours between his first game overall and the last game of the day. That's another thing that it feels like very few people are really able to recognize. And it's so tough as a competitor to be able to flip that switch, get ready, back into the action when you have to wait these long periods of time.
Yeah. I'm also want to note that it's currently 12 a.m., like middle of the night for Sandbox. So having to wait till like, if you actually waited for 4 hours, it's probably like 3 or 4 a.m. for him. So, man, yeah, it's going to be brutal. So similar thing with Mugi here, being one of the best Japanese player of all time. You always have to be thinking about the differences in time zones and how that can affect certain players, especially with sleep probably being one of the most important things for a game like Clash Royale. I mean, I don't know. I mean, sleep is important for literally everything, but Clash Royale is such a game where you have to be literally on edge, ready for anything at any given moment, and at your like just pristine, perfect position mentally, thinking about so many different moving parts all at once during the match.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're not at the top of your game, you are not going to be winning some of these CRL games. Absolutely. Sleep is obviously one of those kind of underrated aspects of any kind of professional sports, any kind of professional anything. And definitely want to make sure that you're prepared in that way. Sub going to be running at the Royal Hogs Quick Cycle, Cannon Lightning, last two potential cards. Mugi on the flip side, probably going to be running Lava Fireball as the last two. And we'll take a look at it. Mighty Miner, Baby Dragon Lightning, kind of the answers to these lava pushes. It feels like if Mugi's able to make it to Devil Elixir, kind of survive, he should be able to overwhelm. These Skeleton Dragons should provide a ton of value once Devil Elixir starts to hit.
Yeah, Double Elixir coming in 20 seconds. Looking at this overall, I mean, Valkyrie for the Piggies seems like puts Mugi in a very solid position. Sub does have the log, though, so being able to break through Tombstone is going to be a little bit better than if you had a bar barrel. But looks like Mugi's found an opportunity to go for the lava in the back. And, yeah, it's just difficult. You always want to be applying pressure to prevent that opportunity. So now if Mugi has a good defense versus these Evo Pigs, he's going to be in a perfect situation.
Yeah, cool little Tombstone placement right there. Has to worry about the Evo Valk. It's going to bring the Mighty Miner over. Wow. Should take it out for the most part. Decent defense. Skeleton Dragons on offense. And we're going to see one of the strongest defensive plays in the game. Mighty Miner plus Bomb Explosion plus defense done. A difficult cleanup. Well, what should have been a difficult cleanup was done pretty easily on Subset.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That was like way too easy. When I saw that Spear Empress drop down, I was like, yeah, this push is going to be annoying. This is going to be a threat. Yeah. Lightning doesn't fully kill the Spear Empress. Leaves it at 1 HP, but Sub instantly recognizing that goes for the Electro Spear immediately before the Lava Hound crosses too far over the river. It chains to the Spear Empress and takes it out. This time, not going to be as possible. The E-Spear won't be able to chain all the way, but even then, I mean, this Baby Dragon continues to put in the work.
Right there, Empress going to lock onto the Baby Dragon, take it fully out, and a really solid opportunity for Mugi to continue to build these pushes, continue to give himself a shot. And as good as these shots are going to be, he still hasn't got that damage. He hasn't got the lava to the tower. And when you talk about potential, the potential is great, but you need to get there. Mighty Miner should potentially pop down. He'll activate the ability, and that's going to be a decent defense, but all of a sudden, Mugi takes the lead. Forget the left side, look at the right.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the difference maker, right? This is the difference maker of that E-Spirit jumping to that Spear Empress and it not. You can see as soon as it didn't, Sub just shook his head. We see a Lightning plus Mighty ability trying to take it out once again, but the Mighty ability does not hit it. Evo Zap on Baby Dragon, and this 1 HP Spear Empress is a menace to society.
Yeah, right there. Good E-Spirit, Mighty Miner, going to activate that ability, going to defend properly. And I mean, good defense, but now we have the Skeleton Dragons to worry about. And shaking his head at his sub, and for good reason. He is not getting any momentum whatsoever.
Oh, man.
Mistimes the E-Spirit placement. That was a tough interaction. That should be it.
And as soon as the E-Spirit doesn't jump, he sits back and he thinks about his life decisions. Wow, that was actually absurd. The fact that, literally an E-Spirit not hitting a 1 elixir card, not hitting the Spirit Empress is the difference maker between a win and a loss at this high level of the game. Just once that doesn't happen, you have to overcommit. You have to spend so much elixir that all of a sudden the Skeleton Dragons, are the main threat. And that's just how Clash Royale works. Absurd. Great game.
Yeah, and crazy enough, this is actually like a true statement that I stand by for. I have Sub as, at minimum, a top 3 E-Spirit player in the game. I remember last World Finals when he was going up against Mo, and there were all sorts of opportunities with the Inferno Dragons, and every single time he got the timing down right. He got, this troop. And so the Inferno Dragon would take out the other, E-Spirit would jump, all these kind of things. So it was kind of interesting to see him mess up the timing. I consider him one of the most gifted with all those kind of, those difficult interactions.
Yeah, it is the first game for him of the day. He's going up against a 2-time world champion. Maybe even Sub has some nerves. I mean, he is the king of consistency. Number 2 World Finals last year. I think he's top 3 in the world right now. Personally, I think I would probably say Mo, Sandbox, Sub as top 3 players in the world. I've counted Sub out for far too long with my predictions. He's always been the guy where it's like he's super consistent, but he's never like shown me like the craziest play. But as I've continued to watch him, I think that his crazy play is his consistency. Mm-hmm. It is his perfect interactions. But then once again, we're talking about Mugi here. Like I always say that in my opinion, Mugi's the most talented Clash Royale player of all time. He can literally show up at the Clash Royale League World Final stage with no practice in the last 2 weeks and get number 1 in the world like he's getting coffee. Like it's just like it's the easiest thing that he's ever done. So you can't really count him out ever.
Yeah, both of these guys, both so talented in their own ways. Speaking of talent, Monk able to reflect the cannonball back onto the mortar itself, and one of these Skeleton Dragons is going to make it to the tower. Lowest tower for Mugi, 2766. A decent start and something that we're used to seeing. Wow, we are seeing a ridiculous amount of RG in today's action. It is insane.
Yeah, a ridiculous amount of RG and a ridiculous amount of Hero Tombstone. I mean, that's like the thing that we talk about, or maybe we don't talk about enough with heroes, is like sometimes the threat of the ability, or just like having just the option to play the ability, is enough to justify having it in your deck. And I don't really understand it in RG. Like, I guess after the nerf to Evo Hunter and the nerf to Evo Ghost, like just having that option available is worth it, but we haven't seen it played today, so it's just, I don't know, very fascinating deck choice and interactions. Wait, the Skelly Drag? Oh, it doesn't come back.
Yeah, I mean, this could be game over. We see Sub shaking his head. One of the ghosts, Tombstone, not going to be enough. And we will see Skellies start to get produced, but one shot from the mortar, that's a lock-on tower. That's frustration coming from Sub, and he's not even going to finish it. I mean, I know you're going to have a tough time. You're going RG against mortar, but to count yourself out with 45 seconds to go in the lower bracket, down 1-0, just content with ending your weekend there, I don't know how I feel about that, watching it from my POV.
Yeah, I think we're going to replay. I just want to break down the replay here in a minute. to see what went wrong for Sub there, but I mean, Mugi just outplays, complete overwhelm. Sub gives up, and 3 crown. That's 2-0 for Mugi. Going to be kicking Sub out and propelling Mugi forward in this lower bracket. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was so shocking that I immediately started to look and see if he repeated any cards, because it just didn't feel right. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm never winning that. I'm saying all that. If that was me in that scenario, I'm doing the exact same thing. It's so hard to beat Mortar in those kind of situations.
All right, looking at the replay here, can we, production team, can we go back a little bit further? I want to see what actually led up to this moment. If we can go back like maybe 30 seconds or so, I would love to see what actually led up to this moment. Perfect. Okay. So, right here, I mean, can we go back a little bit further? I know, sorry for being annoying here, but just like maybe to a little bit further. I have to see what led up to this moment because I wasn't. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So
a little bit further.
Mortar on defense. No. Like, okay, so I have to see what led up to that absurd play. So he's very aggressive with the RG here. I mean, maybe this is just simply it. This is just too aggressive. I mean, this is a lot of Elixir play of the bridge. We see a Mung, we see the RG with the ability, and then this Fisherman, I just don't know if it's it. I feel like if you're going to play a Fisherman here, you need to either pull other lane, or you need to pull the King Tower, and then he plays the Skelly Drags just directly in this the Goblin Sign ability, and then even then, one of the Skelly Drags that didn't get hit is actually played in the too far in the right lane, and then at that point, he's low in Elixir, he's lost the damage, and he doesn't have enough Elixir to stop this Mortar from locking on tower. So Sub just completely, wow, yeah, just completely falling apart there. I don't know if it's the nerves. I don't know what led up to this, but I mean, yeah, just one misplay with the Fisherman and one misplay with Skelly Drags after being very aggressive with the RG, and the Sub is going to be out here. Here is the point leaderboard. We do see Sub's points get updated now that well, actually, I'm not sure if it's been updated, but still, he is currently in 4th place. He is very consistent, and we will be seeing him at World Finals, but I'm sure that he would have loved to get a golden ticket today.
Yeah, obviously he would have wanted to be at the absolute top, but, you know, being at the absolute top to qualify for World Finals is also good. We have the updated bracket for the 4 players that have been eliminated as of now, and we're seeing what is currently official. It's the World Finals is looking to be one of the better World Finals of all time. So far, these top 5 guys, Muhammad Light, Sandbox, Pedro, Sub, Adriel, that might just be the top 5 in the world pretty easily, even.
Yeah.
All those guys are so talented, and it's going to be an absolute blast to see them in wherever it is. Also excited to see that get announced.
Yeah, guys, drop in the comments. Where do you think World Finals is going to be this year? When I tell you that I don't know, and I'm being so for real. I'm super excited to figure that out. But anyways, let's talk about this next upcoming matchup. We're continuing down in the lower bracket. We see Vitor and Baton up next. This is interesting. Vitor, one of the best players in the game. I can't remember if he's 5 or 6-time world finalist now at this point. He's been there so many times, it's hard to count. And Baton, you know, once again, the kind of the dark horse of today. I think, you know, he has a lot of potential. And I was very impressed with his first match today. He seems like he's got the demeanor of a Clash Royale pro, of literally completely zero motions, full robot mode. So we'll see. I mean, he's got a 75% win rate. Like, that's got to tell you something.
I feel like it's going to come out just kind of, it'll feel like a news article, and it'll be like, yeah, Baton Class Clown wins monthly finals. And it's like, really? Oh, wow, that's cool. Didn't expect it.
Log coming through. Another hero tombstone. I'm just confused, man. I'm just going to be honest. I'm confused. I don't understand it. Like, we've seen this hero tombstone RG deck so many times at this point. I'm pretty sure it has a losing win rate as well. I just don't know if having a champion and a hero in the same deck, especially with a hero where you don't even play the ability, like, doesn't make sense. Either way, Baton with Evo Mega Knight Musketeer here. I think he's actually in a really solid situation with Evo Mega Knight versus RG in this situation, but it's not in cycle right now, so Vitor trying to make an attack happen. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, cannon on defense and skeletons, but the Skelly Drag's locked, and then a Mother Witch at the bridge going to apply even more pressure on those skeletons. And even though Baton has a decent situation here, seems like he was just too aggressive, too aggro with his Mega Knight Musketeer combo. A great defense and counter push from Vitor. On the other hand, you see a nice Fisherman. Hog gets pulled to King. After a couple hits, mind you, a lot of damage coming through. About a third of the tower gone from that Hog, but King's active. He's got Fisherman and Tombstone for the Hog, and he's got a great damage lead. Vitor in a great situation so far. Trying to apply some more pressure right side. Vitor is one of the best players at recognizing when his opponent is low on Elixir. Just kind of playing the Skelly Drags to the bridge. On the other hand, Baton kind of knows that you can let him split up some damage here. So he actually lets some damage come through. And wow, the Musketeer takes the snipe and assassinates that Mother Witch as well. So the dust settles. We're into double Elixir. Baton getting some damage through, but Vitor overall in a great situation. And he's just full defending. Hogs in the middle of the map swinging nothing. Fisherman actually comes more to the left. And Evo Mega Knight on the board. I don't like this play. I think this Evo Mega Knight is going to get deleted on Vitor's side of the map after that pull. And then we're going to see a RG on the counter push, is my assumption. With especially with the Evo Mega Knight out of cycle, you kind of need to save that to deal with the RG. Looks like Vitor... Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, it just feels a little bit too aggressive, way too easy for him to go RG at the bridge. And one thing to notice, no Evo MK in cycle. RG should get a shot, but wow, I cannot believe he was able to defend that right there.
Ooh, Tombstone gets taken out, though. Hog coming through. Skelly Drags on defense, but the Fisherman's tied up with a Mega Knight. And this Hog is doing damage.
And forces out the Fireball. Feels like it was a little
Man.
much. No log
Sorry.
in cycle, no good card in cycle to be used. And all of a sudden, Baton putting himself back into the game. Evo MK cycled to the left side. MK plus Musketeer, and Vitor only has the 6 Elixir. Should be able to protect it, but no, can't protect it. And now we've got another Hog going to the tower. No Elixir, has to log it off, but that's going to be one shot and a second. He has Lightning in his deck. That's what Baton should be using right here.
Fireball's dropping down the musket, but the Monk didn't get a single reflection. The Monk ability is slightly early there, not getting any reflection on the tower either. And once again, these Tombstones just keep getting taken out by the Mega Knight time and time again. A Hog Rider is a massive threat. Baton playing very patient, sets up a cannon instead, maybe going for spell cycle. I don't know if this is the right play. I think he should have just kept applying pressure with the Hog. He decides to do it now. But at this point, another Tombstone is going to be in cycle. But Evo Mega Knight for RG, maybe it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Evo MK going to be able to, what appears to wrap this up. Certainly not guaranteed whatsoever. But we do see the Lightning cannot try and get these log cycles. Log will not. It basically does 0 damage at this point. Hog making it to the tower, 76 HP. And that's going to be game over. Baton with
nice
a
game.
crazy win overall in this game number 1.
Vitor not happy with that last match and how it went.
Just devastated.
I don't know
right
if
there.
I don't know if he's devastated or if he's saying a prayer. Either way, he's focused and he's getting ready for that next match. Baton, on the other hand, I mean, shout out to Ismail. I mean, literally Vitor's coach is predicting that, Baton is the dark horse pick. Kind of an awkward situation right here. But either way, we have still a lot of game to be played. It's a dual best of 3. All the cards played in this first match will not be available for either player going forward in this best of 3. So maybe some of Baton's favorite cards already being used. Gives Vitor a chance. On the other hand, Vitor has kind of used his best deck. I think Royal Giant is probably his best deck. He's just so versatile, though. He has so many other options. But once again, I guess the final thing I want to say is I just don't know if this Monk Hero Tombstone deck is the play. I think you just need 2 Evos in your deck, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, too often he wasn't able to provide any pressure with those abilities. And so something needed to
Beautiful
change.
goal.
But I think a lot of it came down to allowing those tombstones to get taken out over and over again. I feel, was it 3 straight tombstones that got taken out by the MK? It just
Yeah,
feels
it's true.
like something that can't happen, especially with your deck. That has to be the deck that you're winning with. And it was kind of surprising to see those plays. Is it just the tombstone? Was it a really poor matchup and we didn't really recognize it early on? What are your thoughts overall on how he was able to make that comeback?
I think it's difficult. I think that there's obviously some sort of timing issue. Like, the play that Vitor is going for there, right, is to play the Tombstone, distract the Mega Knight, have its first jump, and then not start the next jump animation, and get the pull of the Fisherman. And then when you're keeping your Tombstone healthy, you prevent the Hog Rider from coming through while taking out the Mega Knight, using all 3 of your towers and the Fisherman with this Tombstone Skeletons. But Vitor just was never able to get that perfect timing and sequence happen. Instead, what was happening is the Mega Knight started the jump animation because it was too far away from the Tombstone, and then when the Fisherman pulls, the Mega Knight would jump on the Fisherman, splashing the Tombstone. And then the other situation was the Fisherman would pull, but then the Fisherman was too close to the Tombstone because he was scared that the Mega Knight was going to jump on the Tombstone again, and then the Mega Knight would just lock onto the Tombstone after being pulled by the Fisherman anyways, allowing the Hog to come through once again. And then, because of this strange variation of RG that we're using without Hunter, we don't have another great tank killer. You know, Monk does a decent job, but unless you can get that really nice knockback hit onto the Hog, it's very difficult to stop that Hog from hitting when your Fisherman and Tombstone was used to take out the... So, great.
I think this match will be my last match, guys. Whoever win this match, I'm gonna end my stream.
Yeah, okay, my boy.
Let's see who's gonna win this match. Vatan
Yeah, and
versus
Baton just
Vito.
having himself a brilliant tournament so far. This is just impressive. On his way to getting 3 set victories. It is so difficult for new guys, for players that aren't making these consistent monthly finals. There's so much added pressure. There's so much on their minds. Very clear that he is just kind of ready for this moment. And it's always exciting to see these players just be able to step up properly. Game number 2 underway. Vitor cycling the bar barrel. Oftentimes,
it's a mirror matchup,
we used to expect RG once we saw the bar barrel. Now we kind of expect those Royal Hogs to come and get placed on the map. Baton on the other side. Ice Spirit plus Dark Prince as well. Probably going to be running something similar. And wow, we could just be seeing a straight mirror.
Yep. Seems like it. Straight mirror matchup. We've seen this mirror matchup, I think, definitely once already today. Maybe twice. As we saw in the first match today in this mirror matchup, I think it really comes down to using your Dark Prince well. You need to be able to play the Dark Prince on defense, on those piggies, get the counter push. You need to cycle to your Evo Tesla and your Evo Archers as quick as possible. Wait, I just realized though, Baton can't have lightning though, because he's already previously played lightning. So I guess he might end up having fireball instead, which I actually think, I don't know, it's a tough situation because, like, yes, fireball is great on defense, but I think you almost rather have the lightning just for a breakthrough effect, especially in a mirror matchup where once you get to double elixir, you know, we're gonna see Vitor playing those split piggies plus lightnings on tower.
Yeah, this is going to be a really weird change to have the Fireball instead. And we're hoping that he has a Fireball. He could have the Lightning still in his deck, but we're really hoping that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to see any repeat cards. I guess on the other hand, like, Baton just hasn't shown his win condition. I'm not going to lie. I think we've been wrong this whole time.
Yeah,
it's Graveyard.
Yeah.
It's Graveyard this whole time. It just hit me. It was like, wait, he doesn't have Evo Pigs. He's not playing Pigs. And it's actually not going to be Piggy's Fireball last card. It's going to be Graveyard Poison, which makes a lot more sense. But also at the same time, I think that just makes it even worse for Baton. I've played this Graveyard deck quite a lot, and this is the most difficult matchup to beat. And it's mainly because of the E-Spirit, the Skelly's the quick cycle, but the Piggy's Lightning is just so annoying defensively. I guess the one thing, though, is that Baton does have Dark Prince variation, which is definitely a lot better versus Piggies. So, I don't know, maybe that actually is just the one card that you need to really put this at a more, at the very least, more 50-50 matchup-wise.
Yeah, the Ice Spirit plus Bar Barrel plus Tesla should be able to defend properly, should be able to defend quite well. Baton trying to win the bridge battle on the left side while also defending the right. E-Spirit should make the jump, should make the leap and get to some of these archers, but still going to stay alive. Full reset for both of these players as we head into the final 2 minutes of overtime.
Yeah, this is going to be intense. Wow, Evo Archer's prediction on the Tesla with the Evo Piggies. He's saving up for Lightning. Will we see it on the Evo Archers? Yes, we will. Bar Barrel from Baton to try and clear up the Evo Archers on the other end of things. And then a Tesla from Vitor. Basically, taking out the Dark Prince, preventing the Dark Prince ability, while also having Tesla on the board in case a Graveyard comes down. Really like that play.
So what do you recommend from Baton right here? Do you want to try and go same lane? Do you want to try and swap over to the lane with 2150? Or do you expect him to continue to try and go down this left side?
You know, that's a great question, because as a Graveyard player, you always want to play same lane, defense, counter push, which is also why Vitor is playing the opposite lane. He's smart. He knows that's what Baton wants to do. But at the same time, Baton already has so much damage on this left side that he's kind of forced to continue down that side. So I think Baton will continue down this left side, but Vitor, that's why he's attacking the right. That's why he's making these opposite lane pressures. Very smart macro plays from Vitor.
Right here, Dark Prince plus Archer is going to be able to clean it up, but not before he gets the tower down to 18-11, 30 seconds left. Graveyard plus, I believe, the poison as well going to come down on offense for Baton. Not a lot of offense, not a lot of pressure, but he is up over 300 HP with 18 seconds to go.
Wow, and he says, wow, oh my goodness, pre-Lightning plus Archers takes it out. Evo Piggies makes it to the tower. Baton was over-defending the right, so Vitor says, I got one last chance for an attack. We're going in with the Evo Archers.
Wow!
What the
Vitor,
comeback?
how do you do it? Goes in with the prediction. All the hogs stay flying, stay alive. Are you kidding me? Are all of Vitor's games going to be this good? This is too stressful. This is too much.
Man, once again, Vitor in a tough spot, you know, going against the, I think he had Hero, Dark Prince, and an Evo Tesla for defense, but he just makes the play. He makes the play to win the game. And I'm not going to lie, I was watching the clock tick down. There was like 15 seconds left in the overtime. Baton was just up a solid like 200-300 damage, and I saw him setting up for defense. I was like, yeah, I think this game's over. I think Vitor's lost. But then Evo Pigs plus Evo Archers left lane on the strong side tower, pre-lightning in the middle of the map, not even hitting the tower, trying to predict the high anti-lightning Tesla placement. Gets the prediction with the help of the Archers, and none of the Evo Piggies drop down. None of the
Not a
Evo
single
Piggies
one.
drop down on the Tesla. And they all fly straight to the tower. Everything's connecting all at once. The bulk of the elixir was on the right side. And wow, I mean, what a play. Huge damage left hand, and Vitor stays in it here.
I mean, can you even blame... I mean, because here's the thing, right? If Baton goes Tesla right immediately on top, it explodes all the Royal Hogs. Maybe he can defend with the Dark Prince, but I just can't blame him. I didn't have time to talk about it, but that was something that I was a little bit worried about, the Lightning coming down to try and predict. That's just so tough. It's one of those that you kind of... That's a loss that you can share to the clan and say, are you kidding me? Look at this. That's how I'm feeling if I'm Baton.
Okay, looking at the lock cards, we are in game 3 of the best of 3 of this duel. So if you see any of the red ribbon around any of the cards, those are cards Baton cannot play in this next game. If you see a blue ribbon around any of the cards, those are cards that Vitor cannot play in this next game of the final game of this best of 3. So we have Log and Bar Barrel out for both players, and Goblin Barrel available for both players. It would not surprise me if we see a Goblin Barrel Hyperbait mirror matchup. I guess Vitor is more likely to play that since he has 2 spirits available. Baton has already used Ice Spirit and Electro Spirit. So if he were to go for a Hyperbait, he would have to probably play... No, he's even played Berserker as well. So it might be difficult for Baton to put together a super quick cycle Hyperbait deck. Instead, he might be trying to counter that. The last big counter for Goblin Barrel left is the Royal Delivery. But even that is more expensive compared to the Log and Bar Barrel.
Yeah, there's a few different sorts of archetypes that can run. Lava is going to be one of them, where they run the Zap plus arrows. Are you thinking that Baton should be a little bit more likely to run the double small spell? What do you recommend that he tries to put together if you think your opponent is going to be running some of those quick cycle, the Fire Spirit, Ice Spirit, double bait kind of decks? Do you go double small spell, or do you go with kind of the tried and true, what you've been practicing with?
Honestly, if you're really worried that Vitor is about to bring like Goblin Barrel, Magic Archer, Double Spirit, I think you got to run Roll Delivery with a Fire Spirit, maybe even with like a Valkyrie or Goblins. And then maybe your win condition is going to be something along the lines of, I don't know, he's used a lot of spells too. Baton's used Poison, he's used Lightning. He has Fireball and Rocket available. So the win conditions that compare there would probably be like Goblin Drill Miner. Like maybe we see like a Fire Spirit Miner Rocket Roll Delivery if he's really worried about the bait. But I'm not going to lie, even with that preparation, it might not be enough to stop Ice Spirit plus Fire Spirit and Goblin Barrel. So we're actually into the game here. We see a Bomb Tower for Roll of Hogs. Baton is not happy to see that. And then an Evo Snowball. So maybe Vitor going to Goblin Drill instead.
Yeah, Vitor definitely looking like Goblin Drill. Baton on the other side. No Lightning, no Poison, so probably... Okay, we might not even see a big spell. Could be NATO Fireball, could just be NATO. Still got a few more things to worry about. Vitor just going to be running more just of a staple deck, the Drill Archer Queen. Archer Queen not seeing a ton of gameplay this weekend so far, but always going to be just one of the best cards in the meta. Pretty much with quite a bit of consistency.
Man, the Archer Queen ability almost didn't get down. Does play in time. Giant Skelly going to be losing half of its HP. Berserker last second going to pull back, and Bomb Tower is back in cycle for these piggies. And this is what I love about Clash Royale League. This is what I love about the dual formatting. Look at the mind games here. Baton, like, ready for Hyperbait to the point where he's got Skelly Drags, Mother Witch, and a Bowler. But also covering his bases for something like Drill with the Bowler here. And then Vitor, on the other hand, is like, okay, piggies, best win condition left available for Baton, very consistent. I think I got to cover my bases with a Bomb Tower. And I'm worried about bridge spam as well, so let's bring a Ronin to help deal with those bridge spam type cards. But Baton, on the other hand, has kind of some, like, he has a couple cards that can actually help deal with the Ronin. Like the Zappies, like the Mother Witch, like the Skelly Drags, like the Boulder. Non-melee bridge spam cards. And, yeah, there's just so many moving parts to every best of 3.
Yeah, and right here, Baton has to figure something out because all of his cards are going to be really solid, and they're going to give him a little bit of pressure on offense, all sorts of potential kind of plays. But Vitor cycles so quick. It is so hard for Baton to actually get past the Evo Snowball, the Bomb Tower, the Fire Spirit, the Poison. I'm not really sure what Baton needs to do. I like the idea of throwing the Giant Skeleton behind the King Tower. Are we thinking we wait till triple elixir if we're Baton, or are we just trying to stack troops? How do you think you win by troops or Royal Hogs making it to the tower?
Honestly, I think that what he's doing right now is his best play. Like, he's kind of just playing his Evos Like, he's played his Lumberjack and Evo Piggies twice now. So the next push here in overtime is probably going to be the one. Looks like he's playing his Lumberjack early, though. And then to finally answer your question, I do think it comes down to a dual lane pressure. One side with like Giant Skelly plus Skelly Drags or Giant Skelly plus Lumberjack, and the other side with maybe some Evo Piggies. I think that's the play he's looking for to try and overwhelm on one of the lanes.
And right here, we're going to see if he figured out that overwhelm. Bomb Tower going to just get back in time. Evo Snowball, King Tower activated. So Vitor all over the place with his defense and defending everything absolutely perfect. Always.
Wait, how do you get King active?
So it was because of the bowler. I believe it must have hit the Archer Queen and then walked up, went to the Archer Queen again, I guess. I don't know. Vitor, yeah. Vitor just doing whatever he wants. He's making up plays.
That's actually absurd. That's going to be so helpful for defense. People underestimate how important that King Tower activation is. Like, just right here, we've already seen it. That's probably 1 or 2 Piggy shot that did not connect to the tower because of that. So that's just going to make it even more difficult for Baton to break through here.
Yeah, and especially because it feels like a lot of these competitive games kind of end with 2100 HP to 1900 HP. So anytime you can save 150 damage, you save it.
Yeah. 25 seconds. Another Archer Queen on the board. Evo Lumberjack is definitely the main threat here. But look at the Ronin. Drops down, tanks everything for a second, deflects the giant Skelly hit, and cleans up the defense easily with help of the Queen. Snowball cycling to get Bomb Tower back in cycle. And Vitor's already celebrating. You can see him. You can see, he said let's go. I don't know what else to say except he said let's go. And there it is. A victory, a reverse sweep for Vitor 75, continuing on in his lower bracket run.
Yeah, Vitor has to feel so good about that. Just 5 minutes of mistake-free Clash Royale. Was able to get the chip damage when he wanted to. And then from there on, once he got 400 HP worth of damage, I believe that could have technically already been game. He allowed no offensive possessions for Baton. Just constantly winning every single situation, and that King Tower activation. Neither of us to this day even know how it happened, but just brilliant work to get that King Tower activated and allow himself to get that reverse sweep.
Wow. Yeah, huge shout out to Ismail Vitor's coach. I think that's really what... I think that the mind games in Game 3 is really what put Vitor in this situation, right? It's like... we were talking about it's like all things point to the fact that Vitor should probably play Ice Spirit, Fire Spirit, Evo Goblin Barrel. And Baton was so ready. He had Boulder, he had Arrows, he had Skelly Dragons. He had a Bridge Spam, a heavy Bridge Spam deck in order to break through because that deck usually doesn't run a big spell. And then on the other hand, it's just Vitor's like, okay, this is what he has to be prepared for. I am simply going to run the deck that would be prepared for what I know he has to prepare for. He's got the Ronin, which is just insane tank killer for Bridge Spam decks. He's got a solid Archer Queen, which is very, it's just super resistant to any small spells. And then looking at the other games, Vitor had a tough start with Royal Giant versus this Evo Mega Knight deck. And then game 2, honestly, that was the best game. That was the game win for him, being able to make that final play at the end towards the strong side tower. And looking at the bracket here, he's moving on to the 4th round, lower bracket. Next up, we are going to see, I believe, Mookie and Jors.
Yeah, Mookie has been dominating this lower bracket, really going 2-0 against Oker, 2-0 against Sub. Mookie playing really well, and that's always going to be fun. Going against Jors, and Jors has shown us a lot this weekend. Definitely another one of those kind of newer players where we know the potential for them can be elite, but we're not really sure if they can put it together. So far, he's putting together a nice little run, but it's a lot easier to do that at the beginning of every single stage. It's hard to continue on. Game number 1, Jors going against Mookie. Ice Spirit cycled from both of our players.
Trying to think. Ice Spirit. Cycle deck. Makes me just think Graveyard, honestly. The reason I think Graveyard is just because Electric Spirit is pretty much a better version of Ice Spirit. Unless you really don't want to activate your opponent's King Tower. Which, the only situation where that's a really big deal to you is Graveyard. So, we might be seeing a Graveyard Meteor.
Yeah, still could be Graveyard up top, still could be Royal Hog, still have to kind of wait around. One of the very first Goblin Huts of the weekend could even really be the first. And that's going to be a poison going out on offense. You called it. Graveyard going to happen, and now you have to wonder, was the poison on offense from Jors a little bit too much, or is it going to be okay?
Okay, like, I'm not trying to toot my horn too much,
Right.
but can we talk about the deck recognition here? I saw an Ice Spirit and said, guys, both of them have Graveyard. Like,
I'll give you that. That was pretty good.
okay, so Graveyard Mirror matchup. Both players have Archers. You did play in the Gob Hut, but then the other thing to really point out here is the Evo Tesla. Evo Tesla is, in my opinion, is the best Graveyard counter in Clash Royale right now. You place it behind your tower, and it literally just wave after wave of electricity takes everything out. But even with that, Mugi has a great start to this game. He has the Knight. It's just a little bit cheaper, and you're able to get more Graveyards off because of that sometimes.
Evo Tesla in cycle allows Jors to go in with the Bar Barrel up top, clean up the rest of the Spear Goblins. One Spear Goblin surviving and should get a little bit of chip. But no, Jors going to defend with the Ice Spirit, with the help of the Poison and the Archer. That right side Archer still has to get defended, still needs something to protect his tower, and Tesla's going to lock on correctly.
Graveyard Dark Prince. That is the other strength of Dark Prince, though. Knight's a little bit tankier and cheaper for more Graveyards out, but the Dark Prince has the ability to jump over the river and be a guaranteed tank for the Graveyard. So those are the two differences in the tank here. Evo Snowball comes out. It's like a mini freeze, slows down the tower, and the Archers go down to the Poison. So much damage. Jors just looked like he drank a cup of coffee or something. Like he's like jolted. He's like, my gosh, I just took so much damage. I need to lock in.
Yeah, I mean, and no amount of locking in can stop Mugi if he's going to continue to play this way. Evo Tesla cycled again, going to be able to protect his tower, but not before the tower gets down to 1200 HP. This Goblin Demolisher is definitely a big difference between these two decks. He's just got so many cards that need to get poisoned. You poison the Archers, well, now you worry about the Goblin Demolisher. You poison the Goblin Hut, well, now you got to worry about the Archers. There's just so much that you have to pay attention to. And speaking of paying attention to, Snowball going to come out. It's going to protect that tower. Could have been difficult, but Mugi gets the right defense in just in time.
Block at the bridge here. That's going to allow the tower and the Archer to work together to clean up these skeletons of the yard. One skeleton comes through, and the poison damage is there. Overall, fairly successful defense from Jors, but he's still at a decent damage deficit even after that really solid last attack. Let's see what he can put together on offense here.
Yeah, it's just one of these situations where Jors is going to get a little bit of damage, Mugi's going to get a little bit of damage. And if you get the right timing, you can still make that comeback. You can still get yourself back in the game. But every single time, you need the RNG to go well. You need the Archer to get the shot and not have it get confused by the tower as well. There's so many different things that need to happen. And right now, we're seeing a little bit of potential. But no, these Archers just clean everything up for Mugi.
Evo Tesla is in cycle this time. 20 seconds to the clock. These skeletons won't reach the tower. Poison gets some chip damage. But Jors going for his really last final attack. We will see the ability as well. Ice Spirit drops down.
Oh, Ice Spirit misses.
Ice Spirit doesn't jump. Poison for Mugi. Is it enough? Snowball. Both poisons ticking down.
Wow.
But Jors, with the last second comeback, takes down the two-time world champion in game number 1.
I am sick if I am Mugi. It should have been a perfect Ice Spirit right there. I have no idea what happened. If we could see the replay, I don't know if we have enough time. That Ice Spirit just I don't know if it jumps on nothing. Does it jump on what could have been the bar barrel? I don't know.
I'm with you.
how it
I'm
got
kind of
through.
speechless. I think it was a great ice here placement. Maybe was there a barb in there? Like barb somehow got a hit onto it with the poison. Either way, insane that the rhino connects at the very last seconds in order to get that comeback. And this is why heroes are so strong. It's like I'm pretty sure that was maybe the first or maybe the second time that ability was placed that entire game. It's just, you have a tank for your graveyard, but you always have that option in your back pocket for if your opponent is overcommitting on offense or if they're not defending correctly to play that ability, and all of a sudden you have a second win condition on the board that is able to make it the tower for damage.
Yeah, I mean it's basically playing with like 8+1 cards in your deck.
Yeah,
And
literally.
it's so nice to be able to have that ninth card option, use that ability. And it's also just really elite because end game scenarios like this one that we just saw, you just throw it on the map. It doesn't matter. Your elixir doesn't matter. The push is over unless you can come up with something. Definitely one of the biggest reasons why that ability is so strong.
Man, another thing I think about is like, do you just place the Gob Hut at the end there? I think he had his Goblin Hut in cycle, and I think that he felt as though he was up enough damage, and I think he felt as though he wanted to conserve as much elixir as possible to maybe get like one last graveyard to poison the tower at the end. But the Ice Spirit not jumping there, just devastating for Mugi, because not only does it connect, but it also gets the charge attack, the Rhino, and just massive damage. Even then, end up being so close to the end with the poisons both ticking down at the same time and the snowball coming through. But I wonder if Mugi could just play just slightly safer at the end there with the building. I mean, it's really easy for me to say sitting up here, just like looking down and watching. But yeah, I mean, during the game, like when the seconds are clicking down, when your heart is beating at 120 BPM, there's so many things in your mind. There's so much going on that you just have to make the best play you possibly can.
Yeah, I still want those heart rate monitors. I still want to be able to see how high those numbers can go for some of these players. And right there, E-Spirit will jump Baby Dragon to defend the mortar, but not before the mortar gets at least one shot. That's going to be at least two with a possibility of three. So not the start that Mugi was looking for. And he's got this Skelly's E-Spirit quick cycle. Kind of shocking to see that he didn't have any sort of response for that mortar.
Ken E-Spirit dropping down. Man, this is what this mortar deck is all about. You just spam. You just spam on both sides with your mortar, with your skeleton barrel. And you're just getting your evos in cycle while you do it. And then once you have those evos in cycle, you do one more bridge spam on either side. And a lot of the time, your opponent just simply doesn't have the elixir to defend. And once again, talking about how evolutions, their abilities do not cost elixir.
Yeah, definitely one of those important things to look out for. Evos definitely feel a little bit, I don't know, just a little bit way too strong. So I'm definitely excited to see some of these balance changes, get them a little bit weaker, more realistic. But right here, 130 left. Evo or ability getting popped for the bowler. No splash on top of the tower. And so Mugi's going to defend that quite well in that scenario.
Okay, 12 seconds till double elixir. Bowler in the mortar deck is kind of absurd. It's going to be great for defending and counter pushing with these roll hogs. It's kind of hilarious how you can basically add bowler in your deck and kind of have two mortars sometimes, counter push wise.
Yeah, right here, Evo Baby Dragon going to clean up everything super nicely, super easily. And we could be seeing a little bit of a counter attack. Going to go in with the Royal Hogs as well. Fireball going to hit absolutely everything. This is the same thing that we saw yesterday, I believe in Morton's game, where there's a mortar placed over the middle, you have Skellies in cycle, and there's no King Tower activation even attempted. Definitely one of those things to look out for, and we kind of expect our players to be making those kind of plays in every single scenario. But I mean, how good is the King Tower activation in this matchup?
Yeah, it's a good point. You know, it's not as helpful versus, minions and mortar and bowler, but maybe it's. I mean, it's always helpful versus like those one niche situations where it's like, okay, the skeleton barrel isn't going to make it as close, and you want to prevent a couple extra skelly hits. Like, it's always worth it. On the other hand, Mugi is kind of just realizing that maybe his piggies aren't as valuable in this matchup because of the fireball and the bowler, but he's realized how important his baby dragon is. So he's continually trying to take that advantage. That's what Clash Royale is about. It's just trying to figure out what advantage you have in each game and then try to take that to the 10th degree.
Yeah, right here, great E-Spirit going to be distracting it, and then a great Berserker in response. It allows the bowler to retarget, take care of those Royal Hogs. Really cool interaction between those two players, and just really solid awareness from both of these guys.
Yeah, and as we head into Triple Elixir, this is what we're going to see time and time again from Mugi. He is simply going to spam dragons whenever he gets a chance. He's going to cycle into the back, try and get multiple of them on the board. Fireball is not great at taking them out. He's going to continually cycle into Evo Piggies and look for lightnings on the board.
Just a little bit of chip. Here we go. Evo Mortar on the right side should be able to defend the first bit quite easily, but it's that second half that becomes so difficult. Fireball going to come down on one of the skeleton, or on one of the baby dragons. Some of the skellies, some of the goblins make it to the tower. Evo Mortar will get another shot if he does not defend. Maybe even one more if he doesn't get the log down. Oh my goodness.
Wow. 27 seconds. Mugi is now in a huge damage deficit, and the piggies are coming through. Josh, I don't know what's going on. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, Mugi was just trying to defend like his life depended on it, and it just wasn't enough. George just setting himself up for that one offensive pressure, one offensive push that would be unstoppable. And that's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh my goodness. George taking down the two-time world champ, and he's mogging. He says, I don't know, man. This is unbelievable. I want to see a replay on that last offensive sequence, or not the last one, but like at the 1 minute mark of overtime, because I honestly, like you said, I mean, he's just overwhelmed. But I'm just wondering, like, where did it go wrong defensively for Mugi? I think he had a couple maybe a misclick cannon, and maybe the baby dragging the back in the other lane was like risky, but George just finds the moment to attack with Evo Mortar and completely overwhelms.
Yeah, I mean, as talented as you can be, as just like raw ability, as more and more Evos, as more and more champions get introduced, the raw ability doesn't mean as much. You still need to prepare. You still need to be ready for all sorts of situations. Endgame, I know the cannons lined up, so I'm wondering if that kind of hurt him quite a bit. I think the bowler was able to splash on both cannons. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. All right, let me break this down. So Baby Dragon's playing in the back. He sets up a cannon, but it dies. It dies before the skeleton barrel drops. And Mugi thought the skeleton barrel was going to drop, so he plays the log early. And he plays the Esper distract, but at this point, the mortar's locked. He spends so much elixir trying to deal with that skeleton barrel just to fail. Ends up getting the mortar connection, and like you said, that last mortar shot really felt like it was the final nail in the coffin as the Berserker tanks for the Goblin that's locked into the tower. Mugi desperately tries to attack right lane of the bowler, play on defense. But at that point, that was all she wrote. Unbelievable pressure from George there, and then literally just a slight mistake of the defense there. Just a slight mistake of that cannon. I think that in that situation when there's so many troops, you just have to play the cannon directly on top of the Evo skeleton barrel so that it just instantly drops and you get the log down. And then from there, you can focus on making sure the mortar is distracted and it always has a target so it doesn't lock in the tower. But yeah, that's why there's so much synergy between the Evo skeleton barrel and the Evo mortar. They're just applying so much pressure all at once.
Yeah, and same thing with the bowler. That's another one of those cards that provides pressure on just the opposite lane, or the opposite side of the arena. And anytime you have one of those cards, the bowler, the expo, the mortar, just provides that intimidation factor where, okay, is he going to pop the ability? Is he not? Is he going to let this walk through? And right here, we see the updated lower bracket. We saw our last set overall with Vitor advance into the fourth round, and now we have it. Mookie was dominating this lower bracket, but then gets dominated by Jors, and we have made it to our upper bracket finals. I know you were excited about this. I know you were talking about it before the show with me. Clown and Asaf going against Sandbox and Molite. We've got two beautiful sets on our way.
I know. I think I'm not sure which one we're doing first, but either way, I think that both these matches are super important. Asaf has a lot to prove, and he has a lot of points and potentially golden ticket on the line, especially with Sandbox and Mo already having golden ticket. If Clown or Asaf wins this, they put themselves in a really advantageous position to get that ticket. And then, once again, I think that, I definitely think Sub is in the conversation for a best player in the world right now. Hello? But I think that Sandbox and Mo are probably the two best players in the world. Sandbox has just been grinding recently. I believe they're number 1 and number 2 on the point leaderboard also. So, I cannot... Okay, we are doing their match first. So, yeah, this is it, man. This is what it's all about. This is why we love Clash Royale League, watching the two best players in the world duke it out.
And the two best players in the world duking it out before the championship round. I love that there's no set in stone. It's not, okay, Mo's at number 1, Sandbox is at 2. That's how we're always going to set up these brackets. I love that there's that pressure, that player that gets unlucky. That's how it is to win any sort of championship, whether it's sports or esports. You have to have that magical run. You have to get lucky. And right here, both these guys unlucky to face each other already. Sandbox, one of the best players in the world, is riding high with all the momentum in the world as well. Muhammad Light on the other side had a struggle last month. We didn't even see him in the monthly finals for what felt like the first time I've ever seen. And already showcasing why that won't happen again. He's probably going to be back for every other monthly finals in the future.
Dude, I'm just going to say it for the content. I think Sandbox is winning this. I think Sandbox is winning this 2-1. I think that we might have a new sheriff in town. Sandbox has been grinding. He's got the confidence. He has a lot to prove in this moment. And I don't know. I just my intuition is telling me that Sandy might just make the impossible possible right now. For the last how many years? Like 4 years, we've been waiting for someone to not even surpass, but reach the level of Muhammad Light. Let's see right here, right now, if Sandbox is the one to make it happen.
Sandbox is going to be running quick cycle plus delivery. Muhammad Light on the other side is going to be running, you guessed it, quick cycle and delivery. Both of these players absolutely abusers of the meta. And if you want to learn the meta, learn what decks work in the meta, just go to their battle logs. And
yeah, pretty much. First game, Hyperbait mirror matchup. Really nice play from Mo, getting the double spear combo, allowing the fire spear to jump, and then same exact thing from Sandman with a delivery dropping down. Mo does get the first attack on tower though with the ice spear jump. You know, I don't know. Those are the type of things in these mirror matchups where it's like any little bit of damage matters.
Yeah, I mean, this is incredible.
मेरो म यो के मैले यहाँ स्ट्रिम खुल्लै छोडेछु के मैले मेरो
The touch of a feather and the lick of a soft cat is the amount of damage.
ल एनपी लाउरे भन्ने आयो ल स्टार्ट गरौँ ल खेल्दिम
Ice spear combo. You guys at home don't know how this works.
ओ एनपी लाउरेको त उसै रहेछ डाउनलोड भयो ल खेलम रेडी
To hit all 3 goblins when you play on the back goblin. So what you do is you use another
ढुक्क हान के आयो भने त वन साइडेड हुन्छ गेम
to push the fire spirit into the goblin, which all then pushes that goblin just a millimeter closer to the other 2 goblins, allowing the fire spirit to damage and kill all the people.
So one quick question with that. What's the timing in order to get that down? Is it the fire spirit and the other two, or is it the true prevent the fire spirit?
I think
Yo.
you can technically do it either way, but it's much more consistent if you do the Fire Spirit first, because it makes it so that the Fire Spirit is then closer to the Goblin. And also the Fire Spirit will jump first, I guess. So you definitely want to do the Fire Spirit.
Alright, perfect. Learning with Juicy right here.
रुकै
Magic
करा
Archer
म
not
यहाँ
going to be able to get activated, not going to be able to protect himself. Another Magic Archer on the board. We're going to be seeing that for the next 2 minutes, so get ready for that, everyone. And Magic Archer on the left side actually gets pushed by this Berserker, and it messes up the timing quite a bit, but a really nice Fire Spirit to take that out.
को सञ्जीव ऋतिक ए हाम्रोमा त नुबडा नुबडा परेछ यार यो दुईटा 1 नम्बर र 2 नम्बर नुबडा परे यार
Delivery drops down, cleans up everything. Another barrel in for Mo. Outcycles the roll delivery.
सञ्जीव स्ट्रिम स्टार्ट भयो
So Mo is continually just extending his damage lead. At this point,
You know?
I think the only way, I think once we get to like triple laser especially, we're going to need to see more Magic Archers. We're going to see more
You
Magic
know,
Archers.
it's the-
That's definitely the way the Sandbox makes this comeback.
Yeah, and right here, brilliant defense, going to be able to clean up the Goblin Barrels very easily, very nicely. Delivery going to come down on the right side. A lot of chip damage on the left, and a healthy Magic Archer. I would have liked to potentially see some sort of lineup, some sort of attempt to attack, but allows it to lose.
Fire Spirit hits tower.
काल भाइ मेरो भाइ
Mo is in shambles. A minute on the clock, and Sandbox has completely reversed the situation.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like an accident. It felt like kind of a situation that doesn't often occur. Again, does not activate the ability, does not allow the Magic Archer to stay alive. Interesting that he keeps going that route.
I love the patience from Sandy here to just drop a defensive Magic Archer back.
लाउरे सर
Without damage.
ओस माछा हान्नु त माछा 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 माछा
Right here, left side down to 1190. Both of Muhammad Light's towers starting to get real weak, real quickly. How does he want to be able to protect his Magic Archers? Make sure that
काले
most
माछाले
Magic
धन्दैले
Archers
मर्यो
aren't
त्यो
getting value. Delivery on
Way
यो
back
एउटा
Marcus
यो
on
उसलाई
tower.
यो एउटा यो सेल्फ रिभाइभ हुन्छ कि यो माछा जस्तो हान्नुपर्छ कि लाउरे सर
Goblin barrel from both players.
ओए कुन रामेक नाति आइसक्यो यहाँ
That wall breaker's in, but it's not going to hit. Another barrel from Mo.
ओ ऋतिक भाइ
The Goblin barrel hits. Oh my.
माछा हान माछा
Muhammad Light takes game number 1.
I mean, here's the thing. With the Sandbox placement at the very end, does he know if he goes Goblin Barrel at the beginning or at the front of the Crown Tower, to the side of the Crown Tower? That starts to get the second winning status for the Goblin.
अरे को आइसकेछ त ए मन्जीले ए मन्जी वाट इज दिस बिहेभियर
I hear ya. Yeah, play Goblin Barrel front, similar to Miner when you're in like the final moments of the game. You want to get that card in the tower as quickly as humanly possible. But really, what it
ऋतिक भाइ
also-
पछाडिकोलाई मार्यौ
I also just have to talk about the Magic Archer in the game. I mean, I don't know. Sandbox plays the Magic Archer in the back, right? He's setting up for defense. I said I love the play. Maybe it wasn't right. Because what ends up happening is it just walks forward and Mo gets a chance for a double Magic Archer to the bridge. There's so much going on, and that Magic Archer is just cleaning up. And I think the other play to really talk about is in the intense pressure at the end there, towards like the end of the middle there. I guess the way I'm trying to say is like Mo got a lot of damage coming through towards the end there. Took the damage lead back and forced out a roll delivery on defense in the Goblin Barrel. I think that you have to maybe drop the roll delivery on the double marcher instead and find a different way of defending. Because like I said, like the marchers at the end there, once it gets the triple elixir, since there's no way to deal with a Magic Archer on the opposing side of the map, just playing multiple of them and getting that lineup for the tower is so important.
Yeah, something needed to change in those final 20 seconds, absolutely. And I like that. I think the delivery should have been played up top. And doing it all game.
ओए पड्कै छाड्या एउटा यहाँ छ के
You can also give up like sub 700 and then give up 90. So give up 4 or 5. He's still going to have that option. And it was just
यहाँ छ यहाँ
late. I mean,
दामी
from Mo to just stay in that to not get themselves out. It was down by so much
यस्तै हो
just throughout the match. It was early on, takes the lead for the Sandbox, and I thought it was going to be another one back situation.
बर्डर अपोनेन्टमा परेछ यस्तै हो
And I also think about that failed march to the bridge on the Berserker from Sandbox towards the middle of that game, where he wasn't able to line up on tower correctly. Like, that game was the difference maker. Like, the Goblin Barrel was connected, that was the difference maker. The fact that the game actually changed like 3 different times that game between the players. Like, that was one of the best game. I think that was the best game of the day by far.
अरे
Like, string mirror matchups, intense plays, Magic Archer lineups.
यताबाट नआउन नि अर्कोतिर प्लिज हाने
Mind
किनले
games, dueling pressure from the 2 best players in the world right now. Like, that was awesome. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you watched a 5-minute match with 132 placements from each player, and we're talking about 1 or 2. It's not even 100%. It's not even okay. Had he gotten delivery up top, well, maybe he still would have lost it. Maybe there's no shot for one. So yeah, incredible gameplay for the both of them. And that's just what we expect, absolutely. Guys.
So now as we head to game 2, the big question is, does Sandbox have what it takes? This is where champions are made, right? Does he have the bounce back? Does he have the ability to stay locked in, to work with his coach, to find the correct decks in order to be the best player in all of Clash Royale history twice in a row in reverse sweep the best of 3? Like, this is a very daunting situation for him.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing added that he already has the World Finals win. He already has, so many things going right. For him, it definitely feels like
यो माथिको यहाँको छतको डाउन नभए
one of his best Clash Royale players. Everything has to be personal. Everything has to be, all right, what this guy did 2.5 years ago. I remember the 3 decks that he used in the best of times.
कहाँबाट हान्यो ओए ओए मलाई ओए माछा हान्नु माछा
And mindset you have to have. And I feel like Sandbox, even though he's in a much more positive light,
ऋतिक माछा हान्न आउन
remembers his losses. He wants to compete. He wants to be able
माथिको
to
काले नि बाँच्यो
and I feel like he has the right mindset to be able to do this against Muhammad.
Yeah. Yeah, Cannon Card Evo Ghost. It is going to be this. I was going to say trendy, but it's actually kind of a mortar deck from a couple metas ago, maybe like 6 months or a year ago. Was this Goblin Stein Light mortar deck? Looks like Muhammad Light is playing the same exact thing again as well.
प्यान हान्यो प्यान यसलाई यहाँ छ यहाँ प्यान हानौँ न
Players.
ए मन्जिले रहेछ माछालाई त प्यान हान्नु पर्ने हो कि
And it might not be a straight mirror. It might be quick disciple. Yeah, he's excellent archers. And so he might just
Like outside of the or something? I haven't seen it.
that for sure. There's a non-zero chance we could be seeing with Muhammad Ali, but I would. It's pretty close to zero. It's not.
Yeah. I just love this pick from Mo. Because, I mean, we've seen a lot of dark frame decisions, right? But
ओए यताको उठिसकेछ यार पर्सङ गरी माछालाई दुईटालाई डाउन हान्दै थियो नि
I don't know, maybe just expecting this mortar deck from Steve. Like, the outside just does great here. He's going to meld the minions and meld the mortars. Great play.
Yeah, pretty good timing. Cannon Card on the left side goes into the Royal Hogs. Royal Gibbs will be able to clean up the Royal Hogs, but not before they get the
काले
Royal
मोरै लाग्यो यार
7. And he's got Evo Mortar, and he's got enough elixir for the Goblin Stein. But Lightning is going to clean all of this up easily. And Evo Archer, not Evo Archer, Evo Archer for the Lightning cleans up the left side beautifully.
That's a weird situation because it's like, no matter which side you play the Gob Stein, you'll apply more pressure. The Lightning's going to drop down on the mortar plus Gob Stein, or it's going to drop down onto the Cannon Card plus Gob Stein. So I like the idea of trying to be at the Lightning left and give it more to lock, but Mo, I mean, his defense seems like no other. Ghost does get a couple shots, but Mo overall still up in the game.
Lock coming down on the field. No lightning to take out the cannon turret or mortars. It's been defended strictly with archers, with troops. Here we go, getting aggressive with these goblin sons.
Yeah. Man, Sandbox low in elixir.
I
Goes for the
did it,
ghost,
Alex.
goes for Skellies. We'll see the Gob sign ability. And Evo Ghost drops down late, but so much damage coming through, and that is lightning range. My prediction was incorrect. We do not have a new sheriff in town yet. No, the celebration, lightning drops down, and that is a 2-0 sweep for our two-time world champion.
Yeah, I mean, I need to take another look at that. Oh, Evo archers in general, plus quick cycle, plus lightning. That just feels like a win in Clash Royale. You have those 4 cards, you have 4 random cards as well. Yeah, 5% of the matches. A straight mirror match. A lot of deck similarities. Hot twist on that.
Yeah, so first game, it's really awkward because it's like neither of you have a easy counter to the Goblin Barrel. Like the roll is pretty expensive, they're long, you know, Electric Spirit, but it all comes down to, especially in the early game, it comes down to who's going to get those Fire Spirit, Ice Spirit combos along with your roll. All players were fantastic. Seems like King Mo got a damage lead in the early game because of some good pressure from outside. Sandbox ended up bringing it back. Outside goal with Mo with the Goblin Barrel. But in the end, it came down to who got a better Magic Archer lineup, and that was Mo. Game 2, I mean, like you said, this deck is honestly, my guess is tomorrow on ladder. Everyone's going to play like everyone on the top 15. I love it. I think, you know, Evo's Skelly's piece, but you got a quick cycle. Evo Archers, so strong for the bonus damage. Seer Guy being the split of Evo. And Gobstein just is the perfect card to completely melt down Sandbox deck. And there you go. That is going to be our first upper bracket semifinal. Next up, Clown versus Soft.
Yeah, Clown versus Soft Art.
अब के भन्नु धेरै पुरो रहेछन् अगाडि त
You know, as great as the matchup between the two players that we just saw was, the stakes and also the skill level, don't get me wrong, but the stakes are so high for this upcoming matchup. Soft trying to qualify for World Finals, I think it's necessary, and the points always to be 6-1. If they can win this round, they could be guaranteed, they could almost guarantee, but they need to win. They need that one extra round, that second extra round. Muhammad Light and Sandbox both already having that World Finals ticket is also something to look out for. If they win that, and they're able to win the next set, bring Muhammad Light down to the lower bracket, he makes that run, all of a sudden, this set wins the entire reason why they won the World Finals. So a lot of
Yeah, on the other hand, Clown has a ridiculous amount of points. I think it might be guaranteed World Finals from points. The Saw does not have that luxury. So, yeah, I think that
अगाडि गयो नि प्लिज जानु अहिले बचाउँछु फेरि
Saw has a little bit more pressure on him here. We'll see. I think that, I don't know, it's kind of different for each person.
एउटा घरको छतमा घरको माथि छ
Sometimes that pressure to win pushes them forward and gives them the motivation in order to make the plays they need to. And sometimes that pressure creates so much nerves that there's too many mistakes that happen. So we'll see what kind of player Soft is.
Yeah, Clown has been a lot of fun to watch this weekend. Putting on a clinic in so many of the sets, going 2-0 consistently. Right here, again, putting on a clinic with his placement bar barrel, able to take out all the wall breakers, zero problem whatsoever. And again, we're seeing this, we saw this yesterday as well, but Houston in the first couple games of a best of 3. It's not something that we've been seeing whatsoever for what feels like the last couple of years. But players are recognizing just how important it is to cycle, just how important it is.
Yeah.
बट्टै पर्छ नि र पनिनमा त्यो छ्या
block.
बर्थडे बढ्छन् कि लास्ट डे बर्थडे बढ्छन् कि यार के भन्ने यार
It's just so weird. It's very unique. But yeah, double spirit. I like the spirit for dealing with swarms, along with the heal spirit to try and heal those RGs. It's a really fun combo. On the other hand, soft with, his favorite card, Wall Breakers. Wall Breakers, I'm pretty sure is a soft's most used card, or at least is out there. He's great with drill Wall Breakers, minor Wall Breakers, and different Wall Breakers and decks. Matchup-wise, it feels like Cloud
Weh. यही छ यही
Fireball as well from Archer.
ओए बाहिर निस्क्यो नम्बर 2
Just trying to make that
ऋतिक
lane push. And then the Heal Spirit allows the RG to connect also.
Nice bar bro right there. Activation ability takes out the Max Archer and gets a shot on Tower Clown. Really interesting to look at right here. He has the Evo Domination, Evo Lumberjack, no Evo Arch. So let's go
Oi.
a lot more defensive
कहाँ छ
instead of offensive. And Armor is going to use, but Max Archer going to be able to take down.
ला ला बिपिनको रहेछ नो ब्रा
I like the pressure.
Yee.
Wallbreaker disconnecting from him, but big pressure from Cloud. Ooh, and his barb.
I really like that because it keeps the Barbarian alive.
अरे एकछिन एक्लै भौ न त तिमी
Nice Berserker to protect the bats, but it's not going to be enough. He should get another shot. Won't get
लुकेर बस्छ
another, but that tower's down to 351. And it's pretty clear that Clown 2 is Soft's going to play. He's going to go in there, protect himself. It's
Yeah,
not a
uno
little bit
system te habla militar
composition and
यिनीहरू सुत्ने बेलै भएको छैन कि हजुर गइसिन
And the game's not over. Soft is obviously one of the best in the world when it comes to these kind of decks. But this stuff is simple for Clown.
Yeah. It's just easier for the bats. It's the RGs that to deal with. And then the good defense, like Blink for wall breakers as well. Cage and Barb Barrel. An extra spear to keep up with the blue cycle. It's tough. And then Fireball for the market. Like I said, game plan is tough to stay alive, but as the Fireball drops down and the Spear for the bats, the RG will get that final shot. And Clown takes the win. And
Wey.
he's with a little smirk, setting up the next one.
Yeah, I love this part. And it just shows the level of confidence you have in yourself. To be able to run that non-hero RG variation, to feel comfortable with that whatsoever. It just makes you feel a lot more comfortable. That Clown is going to play well. And Clown, what a strong year he's had so far. It's month in, month out. We're kind of waiting for him to have that exquisite month, that spectacular month. But at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. He's top 4, he's top 8, could be locked in. He's getting close. It is pretty awesome to see.
Yeah. And then just even at the end there, like I was reading one of the chats, and it's almost like, why isn't he just fireball cycling? He needs 2 fireballs to win. It's just the patience, it's the respect for the other player on the other side of the screen to not go for the fireball cycle, because he knows that Soft is one of the best players at Bridge Swing, at applying pressure.
ओ एकोली मन्छेले एकोली
Situations when your opponent's down.
दामी
So he just sets
यहाँ एउटा धरे हाना हाना हाना
he finds an opportunity to get the RG to break.
अझै एक धर्यो हाने ओइ
Put us off in a situation.
मर गया मादर चोदहरु
Spam the attack, especially with those marchers and those wall breakers. That you run some risk, but Clown, he just plays it completely safe and he just makes sure he locks down that game.
कस्तो बट्टै बट्छ यार अपोनेन्टमा के गर्ने होला यार केटा यार
Yeah, I just love that final possession. Yes, he gave up 900 damage, but the tower's actually so dead. And he goes and hits perfect. Archie at the bridge, fireball on the bomb tower.
दुईटा राउन्ड छ ए घुसाइ
As an game scenario, that also is another reason.
जागे छैन मसँग
Definitely Aspen feeling good about himself. Is that it feels a little bit too easy to predict the deck that Asabi's running.
Yeah.
Minor wall breakers felt pretty obvious as game number one, and you know Clown and his coach are going to be looking to make that battle one. I think it's going to see Asabi coming in with something that he hasn't
Con nó cứ tay.
for Clown to win this set.
Damn मेरी मेरे हो
Speaking on predictions,
Launus,
guys,
Azur,
check
Launus.
out Supercell.com.
क्या राम देना वो देख किनेर लेके जाए सारा खाली क्या लइसो
And yeah, other
हाँ,
things
धुन
you
देखो
guys want to be on the stage, you join Josh and I and commentate your matches. The first step is in Ultimate Champion. Keep grinding, keep
कतवटा दिन पऱ्यो त ल
push up that
10 दिन 11 दिन भर्यो तँलाई पनि खेल्न काममा जाँदा लाउनु पठाएर त काममा जाँदा
You know, we have to have patience, but this player is perfect at $1,000 on the line. So I don't mind waiting a couple minutes to make sure that these players have the perfect deck set up.
Somehow one bit upset at me, it's kind of it's like, all right, man, when I used to be a pro, and I used to play these $20 tournaments, I would have money. And then
I always took like so much time. It was terrible.
I think for the first 3 years of beating every single deck,
Bro, what?
Ra cái số tay cái lao.
I didn't want to take Right here we have game number 2 on its way. Clown currently up 1-0. Definitely a little bit of potential for him to see the deck that Muhammad Ali ran just in the previous set. Trying to go in with this quick cycle. Golenstein going to be a little bit different just off of that. And a minute in, both players not really tower just trying to
ओए
Bible drop it down. Asaf with a camera mishap.
डाउन भएको
You guys, okay.
Offline go ahead.
We're gonna focus on the back. The Clown. He's running the Gobstein to go hit the
Con thấy em xin lá là con là sẽ với con sẽ để ở chỗ.
and now
Con thấy em
everyone's
xin
gonna
lá
start
con là
copying.
đuổi.
I already called it for ladder.
Lá nó đây rồi sang tầm mặt trái. Phải chỉ ra cô ấy
Yeah,
là xin
he's trying to take this
सञ्जीव 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 पछाडि
फोडी लक. ए यस्ता चाहिँ होला हजुर यहाँ.
right.
हैन
Right here, really well. Bomb Tower blocking out the correct trees, taking out the Mother Witch, taking out the rest of the Skellies. Goblin not really gonna do all that much, but should clog up the arena and allow both
Laure,
players to make it to double elixir with no really pressure goes way. Goblin's gonna survive, get close to the tower. We are gonna see him activate the ability, so Fire Spirit can give a new response.
त्यहाँ पलाउ जोड्ने होइन तिमी हेर्नु र पलाउ
के अरे?
पलाउ हेर्नु र
Sounds like nah, I ain't doing that. But that's why you guys are on the Scouting Barrel, jumping up a lake.
हिँडेर गर न हिँडेर
Barrel now.
मैले त्यहाँ
After making that
त्यहाँ
play.
गएर त्यहाँ बस्यो
And I think the answer is not really. A lot of skeletons making the tower, especially with the giant log moving right. Clown nods his head. He's like, yeah, I understood why that one happened. I'm gonna fix it in this next defense.
Yeah, Clown just a little bit too worried to mess up the interaction.
घाँसमा आउँछ भन न
Fire Spirit jumping onto the goblins.
जोडन पनि
A little bit surprising.
जोडन
And so, kind of panicking the archery. But again, cannot play it. But here we are. He's going to have to clean up the play considerably if he wants to provide himself a chance. A little bit of pressure on the right side versus having the Fire Spirit on top of the Mother Witch. That's going to be chip on chip. And it is a low
स्कुटी
tower.
भएर बाहिर काम गर्नु आफै ल्याएको स्कुटी अर्को ल्याएको स्कुटी
1v3 हो है गाइस 1v3 है जम्मा 1v3 है
Orders and cannon cards and stuff is gonna
नरिसम है
feels like he needs to get some hickeys through at some point, but it's tough against the fireball.
त्यो चाहिँ भइदियो
Definitely something to look at with Fireball out.
दामी किल जोडेको नि हो
Comes down.
त्यो चार्ज नगर
Fire Spirit is
हिँड्नु
staying
मनको
alive.
ल्या अनि यही
Needs to
यही
respond with a little bit more, and here we go. Bomb Tower going to clean everything up nicely. Should be one away from the fireball, and because of that, he was going to force out the Evo mortar on defense. So even though Evo picks get wasted, at least the Evo mortar is wasted. I mean, Asaf gonna do everything he can to hold on for this final minute.
Yeah. It's usually lightnings, right? You just need Pinkies plus lightning. And in the last few opinions, he doesn't have enough places to go for lightning. He doesn't have enough places to go for this either. Part of that is just wait. What is this panic card? He's here for lightning. Now there's some lightning. 40 seconds left. And all of a sudden, you know, this game got pretty close. And he missed the fireball, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm seeing. Bomb tower in response on the right side. Candy Park this snipe. It's going to be a really nice snipe, but it's also not going to be nearly enough. Fire Spirit as well. Mother Witch will take out the Archer, so he might have an effect a little bit on that right side. Maybe a defensive log. No, offensive log. Forcing out the defensive offense.
10 seconds left. Fire Spirit is freaking out. He's definitely trying to cycle back to log. But can you cycle back to log while getting lightning down on the offense? Oh, goes down.
One's your surprise.
Girls connect. A soft good in this game. He takes pressure at the end. Was exactly what he needed, but wow.